Hello, everybody. How you doing? Welcome in. We're doing board game things. We're awake. We're alive. It's early morning, and we're only running a little bit behind because this game. Look, I'm not going to say there was fighting over the playmat.
There wasn't. Yeah, you're not.
Kayfabe, Rebecca. Kayfabe, Rebecca. Like, come, in character. In character.
Can't believe you got the cat.
Let's take that again. From the top.
I'm so confused.
We were all very civilized picking the mats, and Tom was hoping we'd fight over them because
Yeah,
and then I realised
It'd be
Sean
better
wasn't
for
here, so no
content.
one would fight over the blue ones.
and there isn't
everyone-
a purple one, so I don't
Yeah.
care.
Everyone has their own color. Like, I was the only one that was adamantly like, I'll have red.
And then,
But then there was
you were the only
no,
one that cared, and you were the only one that didn't get the color.
no. Well, I swapped it because we had blue next to blue, and I was like, it's really annoying. This game has like a teal and a blue, and I'm like, having them so close together doesn't make a lot of sense.
Like-
It kind of annoyed me.
They couldn't do yellow because they decided that the game's name is in yellow.
And now Kai's changed. I can have it.
But then teal's next to green.
Yeah, but
Teal
then-
is just as close to green as it is to blue.
What are you doing, you feral creature? Stop.
No, he's a god today. You're not allowed to make fun of him.
He's literally staring at the other cat. Like, what the fuck are you doing in my house?
We have to
Yeah,
work him.
he's
Honestly,
He's gonna do it.
He's going
he's
for
gearing
it.
for it. Nah,
Nah.
he decided against it.
I thought we were going to have
What are you doing?
absolute chaos.
I think he's playing with SD cards, which we should probably stop.
Yeah. No, it's a screw. Actually.
Oh, it's a screw? Okay.
Can you
But
get
yes.
out from between the computer and the strap?
we-
For a visual medium, this is very good podcast
Yeah.
content.
There is a cat going ham off screen.
Because of Gary, we have the computer strapped down, like safety straps, ratchet strapped down, so it's safe and it won't move.
It's cat-proof.
The problem is Gary was between the computer and the strap, and he could not be retrieved because then everything would fall over.
He tried. He was gearing up for it. We were gonna let it happen, and then he was like,
I was
no.
all for it. He just decided he didn't want to do it.
We have cat and dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've
is the
got
dog on the
everybody here.
table?
He
Yeah,
is
he's under
right at my feet.
So it is.
What a boy.
Destroy the
No
set.
peekers.
I'm not there to help clean it up.
Wow.
We'll just leave it for you, Tom, Sean, when you get back.
It's true.
Oh, no.
You're not allowed to go home. You just have to come straight here and go back to work.
All right.
The chat's not at blind people sizes.
Oh,
Beck can fix it.
Are you that
What am I
blind?
doing?
Go over to the chat window, click on it, and then control and scroll wheel in.
Or Control Plus.
Sorry for being blind.
Also works.
And also not wearing my glasses.
Oi, that.
Little bigger. Yeah, there we go. Hey, Upside Down Fairy. I can actually read the names now. Hey, Upside Down Fairy. Hey,
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, no. The
How's that?
cat has
Now you've left- you've left Gary
left
unattended.
the cat unattended.
Yeah. Well, he's a god today.
He is.
Is that fine for everybody?
It was fine for me before. It's Kai
Yeah,
that
that's
has the
fine. Thank
problem.
you.
You
It's not-
want to
it's not-
stop doing that because he will kick those tiles. All right. Fine. All right, sweet boy. Come
But
on.
he's never this friendly to me.
You can have him.
Oh, thank you. Bless.
Just scratches.
He's like, no.
But no.
I was just waiting for the claws.
Nah, he doesn't jump to that, actually.
Yeah, he's
He's a
just
very
like,
good boy.
I'm just fuck off.
Oh, did you need to click back into the...
No, you don't want to click back into OBS. You explicitly don't. I don't mind where the mouse is as long as it's not in OBS.
Okay.
Wild.
Yeah, because otherwise this doesn't work.
That thing that's not working.
No, just get back a point.
Okay.
Oh.
What am I doing?
I couldn't say that from here.
You can't.
I was like, was there supposed to be a transition or something? Because nothing happened.
You have to play around him. That's the ancient Egyptian way.
No, I think the transitions are working today though, which is
Hooray!
Hey! So what are your thoughts on...
Shit, we have to
Damn.
the review. I like these. These are cool.
they're very cool meeples.
They're cool up until
New
these
content.
two.
Pre-review the board game. Haven't played it. What do we think of it so far?
Well, this is obviously an ice cream. Like it's
An ancient Egyptian ice
It's a
cream.
popsicle and it's
It's
melted
a-
down the sides.
It's like a Buffalo Bill, but but an ancient Egyptian death mask.
We were at Costco the other day, and Beck was frothing at the mouth because there was a pack of
Like Street's favorite.
Street's favorites. So it was like the rainbow one,
Rainbow Paddle Pop.
the
2 different types of cornettos.
Yeah.
So like
and
chocolate
Buffalo
one.
Bill, and she was all for it. And then I pointed out that it's like a 20-something pack, and you only get 2 Bubble O bills.
And I was like,
That's a good ratio.
No.
That's a good ratio.
nah. I'm like, fuck no.
Bubble bill's good up until you're chewing on bubble gum while you're trying to have an ice cream. You're like, I can't eat this, but I want to eat this. I'm trying to chew it. You don't have chewing gum with things you're trying to eat. Try eating that while you're having a steak. It's like, steak, but then it's like inedible. Or you could just swallow it, you know. You do what you want.
That was the weirdest analogy. Like, imagine chewing gum while eating a steak.
yeah, why
All
would you
I'm
do that?
hearing
Why
is
would
we
you eat
need to
something-
watch Lachlan eat chewing gum and steak at the same time.
I feel like
Why,
the better
though?
analogy is when people leave like the fat on the steak,
No.
and you're like chewing through the fat before you can get to the steak, or like the skin on pork
Nah, 'cause
belly
you
and
can
that
eat,
sort of thing.
you can eat the fat, whereas you can't. You're not meant to eat chewing gum.
I haven't had a bubble bill since I was like,
12.
yeah.
I don't worry too much about
have no
throwing
evidence,
away
but I
chewing gum.
suspect the gum is reduced in quality.
It's actually the same.
Yeah,
believe it
you
or
just—it's just like those rose-colored
It was always
glasses
terrible.
of your
It was always
childhood.
bad, yeah.
It was always bad gum. It's just as a kid, you're like, "This is
look,
amazing."
if I've learned anything over the last few years, is things can always get worse.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, like
Shrinkflation.
Coles.
Food Olympics, chewing gum and steak. Add it to the list.
No, I'm out.
No, speed eating with chewing the gum in the mouth. You're disqualified if you accidentally swallow the gum.
Spit out the chewing gum. Oh god,
It's like, speaking of food getting worse,
that's gonna happen. Like that is now an event in the Food Olympics.
Coles no longer have Coles brand ice cream. They have Coles frozen
Dairy dessert.
frozen vanilla flavored dessert.
Yeah.
Because the main ingredient is now water. Like
Really?
it's
Well,
no longer. It's
there's
no
not
longer.
enough dairy content in it to be classified as ice cream.
Yeah. So they've
Look, I'm not saying
they've
we're
just
basically
watered down their
America,
fucking merits. Yeah. The fucking
Steven!
the historic high inflation wasn't enough money for them. They had to also remove the only ingredient that costs any fucking money from the product.
That's how they get you.
You know, the cream.
Well, it's a similar thing with cheese, right? In America, they've obviously got like American yellow and like that, and they can't legally call it cheese because it doesn't contain enough ingredients to be classified as cheese. Similar thing with Subway bread in America getting classified as cake.
Really?
It's got too much sugar.
It's
to be
got too
called
much
bread.
sugar to be
That's
classified as bread.
hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. We're just gonna, everything's just gonna be fucking synthetic
Preservatives.
food soon.
It's gonna be
3D
preservatives
printed
and sugar.
3D printed food.
Yeah.
You know what? Don't you want that retro future? Put it in the microwave and pop, there's
Yeah.
your meal.
Scott.
Anything.
I think Gary's quite happy
Flop.
here, honestly.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just waiting for Soylent Green.
Yeah. It would solve 2 problems at once. Overpopulation and
Honestly, that movie is way better than I thought it was
Such a
going to
good
be.
movie.
It's so good. It's like you always see the references and memes to it, and you're like, oh yeah, I should get around to it. But it's like a 1960s film. It is really good.
I
It is
always
actually
I had
really
avoided
good.
watching Soylent Green because I knew the twist, because that's the only thing anyone knows about that movie is the twist.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's probably not going to be that good if you know the twist. Good movie.
Regardless of, you know,
Regardless
the
of
twist.
even though I knew the twist
Yeah.
was coming, really good. Jess didn't know the twist was coming, and
Oh!
it blew her fucking mind. So if you manage to somehow go into Soylent Green without knowing the twist, even though I basically
How
just
do you
spoiled the
even
film,
do that? Like,
It
I don't even know where it
blew her
got
mind.
spoiled for me. But it's just like one of
Even-
I
those
would
lines.
assume the
Pop culture.
Simpsons.
Like,
Like,
it's just
No,
pop
like I'm pretty
culture
sure
at
it
this
wasn't.
point.
It's just because it's like one
Yeah.
of those ones where like,
Everyone just knows.
well, it's like
yeah, it's like you just heard the quote before.
Yeah.
And I won't say it in case anybody hasn't had it
So if you
spoiled for them before.
somehow don't know the ending to the film Soylent Green, go and watch it.
well, it's like, and I've said it before. One of my favorite cinema experiences. We go and watch Empire Strikes Back in cinema because they did a re-release. It was going to be great. We were like, fuck yeah, let's go see it. Gets to about 15 minutes into the film, and Beck just leans over and goes, I don't think I've ever actually seen Empire before.
Oh my
I had
god.
consumed so much Star Wars adjacent content that I was like, yeah, I've seen Empire Strikes Back before. 100%. We're 20 minutes into the movie, and I'm like, never seen it before.
It's the best
And
Star Wars
he gets to
film.
Dagobah and she's just like, huh.
Weird.
Surprise!
Who's that guy?
Who's this
No,
little green
I
dude?
knew who everyone was. I kind of knew the sequence of events, but it turns
That's
out
why.
I just conflated my knowledge of the film.
you had seen
I
the
mean, how
film
much of it
everywhere else.
Surprise? Were you like, Lando, how could you?
No, I think I knew about that because
I think it's just how funny Yoda is got you.
like full old school puppet.
Yeah, so I didn't quite get that because obviously, like, I'd seen the prequels, and in that Yoda's like,
CG.
yeah, CG to be our master, you must.
But then
And now
he
he's
is
just a
like, he is like a
cocaine
grumpy little
song.
dude. Like, he's like, man, they've stolen a puppet from the Gremlins.
Yeah, he's like, naughty Luke, go get your ship out of the
Man,
swamp.
he got fed after midnight.
I mean, it's one of those things though, like movies like that are such like in the zeitgeist that you just think you've watched even though you haven't. I've been watching a bunch of like essential movies with Jess, and Jess will be like, my wife, it was like, yeah, I've definitely seen Terminator. We watched Terminator. Definitely haven't seen Terminator.
No.
I was like, well, you've probably seen Terminator 2. That's probably why you're. So yeah, I definitely have not seen Terminator 2.
I still haven't seen either.
Wait, Terminator.
I haven't seen. The only Terminator film I have seen is Judgment Day.
That's
What?
so
Wait, no,
sad.
that's 2, isn't it? Judgment Day?
No, that's 3. No. Yeah.
no,
Terminator
so, okay,
2.
no, I haven't seen Judgment Day. I've seen.
The one with the T-1000?
No, 2 is Judgment Day.
Yeah,
3
cool,
is
no.
Return of the Machine. Rise of the Machine.
I've seen 4.
4 is Salvation,
Yeah.
which is the one with the motorbikes.
So you...
And it's
The-
got
the-
Sam-
No,
Sam
sorry,
Worthington.
sorry, no.
The
We need to
Transformers
circle.
movie,
We need to
disguised
circle
as a-
back. You haven't seen the origin of Hasta La Vista, baby?
Yeah.
I mean, Terminator 2 is.
Terminator is very, very good.
I have finally seen Alien and Aliens, though.
Hey, nice.
Yeah.
How'd you like them?
Fucking amazing.
I'm still stuck on this. How have you not seen Terminator 2?
Yeah, look, that's the next. That's now you've seen Aliens.
Like, I
Look,
thought...
it took 6 years of Nerds of the West for me to watch Alien and
This guy's
Aliens.
been
Dude,
went
they're
to
so
film
good,
school
right?
and somehow hasn't seen any film.
Look,
It
no,
blows my mind
Okay,
every
there's
time.
a lot of films, all right? There's a lot of films.
There are, but it's also like there have been so many memes with the "your parents are dead" thing. Like, how have you not?
Professor Pennington.
It's like, hey, you want to play some board games? Yeah, I love Monopoly.
Your parents are dead.
God damn. Now I just want to watch Terminator after this.
I mean, we
Hell
can
yeah.
if you guys don't want to go home.
Mate,
We had, depending on, we were supposed to take photos with Reese today, so if
Terminator,
you guys have
Reese
time
is
before you
here,
have to
by the
head
way.
off, we might need to take photos.
dude, Terminator
What?
2 is quintessential Kai's lounge room sleepover. His dad waking up at 6 a.m. while we're still asleep, cranking it, and it's the fucking truck scene. And he was like, what is going on?
Yeah, you need to see Terminator 2.
Okay.
Just because, like, it's kind of what made James Cameron, I'm fairly sure.
Yeah, he
Because he did Terminator 1, which
I
was
did, I mean,
not a cult classic. People didn't care for Terminator 1. They were like, yeah, this is an okay movie.
Yeah, I mean, it still did well.
Like, it did
But
well
it
enough
was-
for him to make a second one, but it
Yeah.
wasn't on the same level as Terminator
Yeah.
2.
It's also a horror movie, not an action movie.
True. You forget about that. You should see
Didn't he
Terminator.
basically like mortgage his house to pay for production on it?
Yeah, because he had just come off an Italian film where he was used as a scapegoat for this Italian film being horrible.
Was it?
No, it was Italian.
Yeah, it was filmed in Italy,
Okay. I don't know
but I think
exactly.
it was like Piranha 2 or something, like
It
a
was
real schlocky
something.
B.
It was something so B grade. It was ridiculous. The executive producers literally got no name directors on it just to fire them and make them responsible for why the movie was bad.
Yeah.
James Cameron was one of those directors. He was so sick he had a fever dream about Terminator.
Yeah,
he
that's
wrote it down. He wrote the movie. He got fired, and whatever severance he got, he used to make Terminator 1.
Yeah.
I don't know. Any film that comes from a fever dream can't be that good.
I think you know that's not true.
It's very good.
It
I
is-
really enjoyed the first Terminator. Like, it's not as good as Terminator 2, but it is very good.
I think I went back to watch Terminator 1.
If you watch Terminator 1, you have to watch the second one immediately after.
Honestly, it's entirely possible I'll watch one this afternoon and then shoot Sean a message and be like, "Yo, movie night." Like,
I really
Yeah,
want the
but
second one.
Reese is in for movie night as well.
no, but Reese has already got 3 movie nights planned and he hasn't had one in 9 months.
That's true.
So-
That's true. But you know what? James Cameron going to the boardroom for Aliens, and it's just like, all right,
Hear me out.
hear me out. And he just writes a $ after Alien, and puts 2 lines where it's like aliens, alien $ aliens.
Yeah.
That's his pitch. That's his pitch for Aliens.
It's great.
Yeah, because
And
didn't
it's a
Ridley
10 out of
Scott
10
do the
film.
first one anyway?
Ridley Scott did the first one, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like in production hell of like, are they ever going to make another one? Probably not. But then he was like,
Well, it's
I'm going to
also-
make another one.
And it's-
Didn't 3 have production hell though.
3 was
Oh.
production hell.
Yeah.
3's production hell.
Yeah.
But
4's production hell.
like
Everything after number 1.
Yeah, the second one, I think Sigourney Weaver wasn't going to come back. Like, I think they basically had to bully her into coming back.
I think that was the third one.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure it was the second
Was
one.
it?
Yeah, I don't know. People in chat, you find out for us. I'm
Yeah,
fairly sure
someone
it
Google
was. I'm fairly sure it was the second one.
I'm probably
'cause-
just conflating it with 3 because everything else went wrong with 3. So
Yeah.
Anything that goes through production hell is always so interesting to hear about.
two. Sorry, I'm interrupting you. Go.
No, I was just thinking Heart of Darkness and
Oh yeah,
Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
Apocalypse.
That's the one thing that I was thinking of.
You don't watch Apocalypse Now. You watch Apocalypse Now after watching The Heart of Darkness.
No.
The
You do it the
documentary.
other way around.
Yeah.
Oh, you watch
the
Apocalypse Now and
original
then you
and then
watch-
you watch Heart of Darkness.
I haven't watched either.
Jesus
I
fucking
watched
Christ.
yeah.
I'm trying to think of a movie
She came
that
back
Tom
with
has
a caveat that
watched.
she wouldn't do any prep work.
No, I didn't even see The Shining recently when I flew to England
haven't
because I
seen
was
it.
like on the plane. And I was like, "This is one of the movies I need to see," and I watched it. And
Yeah.
that was better than I expected. But
Was-
also, I'd seen the entirety of that film without having seen
Yeah,
that
because you've
film.
seen the Simpsons, the Treehouse of Horror.
Oh
episode.
yeah, the Treehouse of Horror.
No,
Yeah,
and,
that's-
and just references, and it's similar to Soylent Green, where it's like you
Yeah.
have watched so much of that
Was it
film.
uncut though? Because there are parts of
I don't know, but there was a naked lady in the tub, which I
Yeah,
was not
okay.
expecting.
because
Oh, yeah.
there's parts of
That caught
Shining
me
like
off
that
guard.
that I was like, would that be on an airplane? It's like the thing with airplanes. I watched what was that movie a couple of years ago? Something Pizza, Licorice Pizza. That was getting a lot of buzz, and I was like, sounds really interesting. I feel like I should watch it. People are saying it's like, Oscar bait. All right, I'll watch it. Was on the plane, put on Licorice Pizza. That film was bad, but I couldn't work out if it was so disjointed and nonsensical because the plane had cut they'd cut a bunch out because sometimes you get that message it's like the content of this film has been modified
Because
like
you're flying
airplane
into
because
version.
you don't know who's looking
Right.
through the back seat hole at your
Yeah,
screen.
or like they try to keep like plane crashes out of movies on planes and things like that.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
But it's also about like an underage kid who has a crush on like an of-age woman, and I was like, maybe they've cut content because it was rated like R on the plane screen. So then I finished it and I was like, that was dog shit. That movie made no fucking sense. And then afterwards I was like, did they just cut like 30% of the movie? Is that why it didn't make any sense?
Yeah.
Or
have
is
you
it
gone
just
back?
shit?
Have you gone back to watch it?
No,
to see-
in case it's just shit. And I don't want to watch it again.
And then Tyler Durden was apprehended by the authorities.
Yeah. The explosion was like the last moment.
Tyler Durber. I know.
Durden.
Tyler Durden was arrested. The
Chinese version.
the
of
Chinese
Fight Club.
version of Fight Club. The ending is just like a
He
wall
loses.
of text.
Yeah.
He loses because he's not allowed to beat the authority because
China.
censorship.
Yeah.
There's still something about that ending that I want to talk to you about, but you haven't read the book, so I
have
can't.
read the book.
You have read the book?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, there you
Okay,
go.
well, you must have since then, because that splash screen is more book accurate to the end. The Chinese version, where it flashes up and says Tyler Durden was apprehended by the authorities and the explosions were stopped just in time. And he spent the rest of his life in prison, is closer to the ending of the book
Yeah.
than
Well,
the ending of the film.
spoilers, yeah. In the
Amazing.
book, he goes to an asylum as opposed to
Yeah.
prison.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. The book's good, but the movie's way better. That's one case where the film is better than the book.
Yeah. Even Chuck What's His Face said that the movie was better.
Yeah.
There's a few of those, but it's mostly because Stephen King was coked out and couldn't write endings.
Also,
I don't know, Stephen
But he
King wrote
hates
some
The
good
Shining,
shit
right?
coked out.
Yeah, he doesn't like, as far as I know, Stephen King doesn't like The Shining, but it's The Mist, where they famously wrote a better ending
Yeah.
than he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
oh,
But you know what?
Because I know what happens at the end of the mist. Obviously, again, not saying it out
I
loud.
don't know, does everyone just turn inside out?
No.
Okay, I haven't seen it. I don't know.
That's the Simpsons episode.
Oh no! The mist that turns people inside out's gotten in. Yeah, that's not the mist.
So you've seen The Mist. Yeah?
No,
Oh,
I haven't.
but you know the book, yeah.
Okay, so
Don't spoil it.
Yeah.
No, I won't. But I was just gonna say I've seen a lot of horror movies through the lens of the Dead Meat YouTube channel. Which, if you want to watch horror movies without having to sit down for 2.5 hours, is a great way to do it. I'm a horrible human being. I know this. We'll move on. But basically, they do kill counts for horror movies, and they go through basically, like, and it's not like a shot for shot, but they'll go through and highlight key points of the story and highlight when people die. So that's how I've seen the ending for The Mist. That's how I've seen The Shining. That's how I've seen Doctor Sleep. That's how I've seen It.
That's just speed running horror films. You don't have to watch a lot of them because they're probably trash most
Yes.
of the time.
And I am a horrible human being for doing
That
that.
reminds me of, I can't remember the name of the film. There's a film where every time a character is shown on screen for the first time, it pauses, tells you how long until they die and how they die, and then the film continues. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
But it's like every time a character comes on the screen, it freezes and it like gives their name and it's like dies in 32 minutes to like a knife to the throat or something, and then the movie continues. So it like spoils
Is that
everyone's death.
That's
Is that
so
potentially
cool.
the one where the like? I don't know if you guys
Half the
remember.
life
It was
memory
like
was
some YouTube video, and it was a first-person speedrunning thing where a guy was like also not speedrunning, like a parkour video, first person, where a guy was also like fighting off people.
Like
It,
Hardcore Henry?
Hardcore Henry, I think, and
Yeah,
then I think
yeah.
they turned it into a movie. Did they maybe do that with it?
Oh, Hardcore Henry is the movie, yeah.
That's-
where it's all first person.
Yeah, no, I know that, but did they also like do splash screens and tell people exactly how long it was going to be until they died?
Oh, did they?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I don't know.
All right.
I told you I don't know what the movie's called.
All right.
Maximum Overdrive. That is the second time Maximum Overdrive has come up in my life this week, and that makes me happy.
That's a good name.
Yeah.
Maximum Overdrive? That sounds sick. But it's no Drive Slightly Irate. Now that's a good film.
So here's the thing, Mum Streams, I never read any Stephen King because I was like, anyone that popular can't be good. But then I started reading Stephen King and I was like, oh, fuck, this is good.
Yeah, but he was 80s good, not 90s good when it all got
And also,
corporatized.
like he was like 70s, 80s good when people picked up his books and started making things with it. And so in the 80s, he became this very conflated author where people are like, he's the greatest writer ever because his films could translate to film so easily. And I think he very much got, celebrity syndrome from that.
Is
I mean,
that
he wrote Shawshank Redemption, which is one of the
Yeah,
most,
I didn't
one of the
quite
highest
read,
rated.
like
It
I
is
knew
the highest
that.
rated.
I knew that, but I also didn't know that. So
Green Mile.
does he write them in vein of being a movie, or does it just his style that
think so.
translates well?
I
I think a lot of the movies that have been made by books that have already been written by
Yeah.
the time that they're made.
Like, I mean, for example, Shawshank Redemption was originally like a serialized 6-part story that came out like over the course of like a year or something. So I don't think he was writing that with the vein of being him. But surely at this point, he has to know that anything he writes is going to be optioned for a movie.
But
Yeah, pretty
is that
much.
just because of the variety of what he makes, though, right? Like,
I don't know,
unlike
he's just-
other authors where they produce like fantasy and they'll stick with fantasy the whole time, where Stephen King's just like,
Yeah.
I make so many fucking books, I make every genre under the sun.
And he's just so prolific that, like, I don't know how many books a year he puts out on average. It feels like 2 or 3. Like, the dude just writes so much.
Well,
And
what, it
because
takes
he's
him-
such a big name, he's like, I guess
No,
probably
I
under
can
J.K.
explain it.
Rowling, probably the highest
Oh,
grossing
no,
of all
it's
time.
fine. It got here eventually.
You know,
he
he's one of the few authors that are
Yeah.
like, millionaires.
I
But yeah,
learned
does
there's
he
a
make,
podcast about Stephen King books that has celebrity guests. Basically, they're asked what their favorite Stephen King book is and why, and they're at like 300 or 400 episodes. It's called King Cast.
Yeah.
That's cool.
he makes so many books. I think it takes him 90 days to make a book versus any other author, which would take you like a year.
Except for maybe Brandon Sanderson.
Yeah, okay.
That dude writes as well. But if you want to get into Stephen King, I recommend Salem's Lot as a starting point because I picked that up and went, vampires, played out, and then I read it, and then I was scared of vampires again. So
Hey, that's cool. Because vampires are not that scary.
that's what I was like, it's a vampire story. Vampires are overdone and not scary at all. Then I read it and I was like, oh, fuck. I got to get some garlic and make sure
pretty
my
cool.
windows
Yeah.
are locked.
Well, that's been the Nerds of the West podcast.
Yeah.
That's a whole episode of the podcast done. Great job, guys.
Well done, everybody. From dusk till dawn, though.
So good. I only saw it for the first time recently
what?
at
Dust Till
Reese's-
Dawn is Stephen King as well?
No.
No.
We're just talking
Vampires.
Oh.
At
Twilight.
Reese's Place.
Spoilers.
Dustin Dawn is Tarantino.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like they're vampires.
Saying
they're
From
not
Dusk Till
vampires.
Dawn is a vampire movie is spoilers, but at this point, you should know that already.
Yeah, I think most people keep going it. Like most people go into that movie knowing it's a vampire movie, right?
Yeah, but imagine going into that film blind. Like, imagine, like, you've seen Tarantino. You might have an idea that this is like his first film that he was properly involved in, and you're like, cool, crime story, let's go. It's all starting out, oh, this is like Tarantino straight up, like, creepy, looking at him obsessing over this young woman. This is all like super dark, super weird. Vampires.
Yeah.
This is fucking vampires.
Stephen King was writing so many books in the 80s that he had to release a lot of them under a pseudonym, so his Stephen King books wouldn't compete with each other.
Yeah. Something
Beautiful.
Buckman, Richard Buckman, something like that was his pseudonym.
That's
There you go.
Yeah,
That's insane.
so you got 2 best-selling books under different names.
Isn't there's a book or a movie that's coming out at the moment, and I'm trying to stall so I can remember what it is. But there's all these rumors flying around and people trying to collect evidence that it's a J.K. Rowling pseudonym and that she's writing under, so people don't
Boycott it?
boycott it.
Interesting.
I hadn't heard of that.
Have you seen Back to the Future, Tom?
I want to say yes, but I can't be sure. I've definitely seen Back to the Future 3.
Yeah, the Wild West one. Yeah.
Are you going to say that you haven't seen The Matrix 1 and you've seen number 3?
I know
I
I've
have watched all Matrix films.
Even 4? I haven't seen 4
I
yet.
haven't seen 4.
We have seen 4.
Yeah.
That was a dog shit movie.
It was bad.
That was another one that I was like, oh, we should watch The Matrix
movie.
before the new one comes out. And Jess was like, I've definitely seen The Matrix. Watch it. Definitely haven't seen The Matrix.
Well, I did that as well. I watched 1, 2, and 3 leading up to the 4th one coming out. And I'm like, 2 and 3 are not as bad as everyone makes them out to. They're just
okay.
different. They're just completely different
Yeah.
style to number 1.
Mum Streams and I may have been in the same class, but Tank Soner and I think definitely were. We did Matrix in high school, which is great. Like, it's a really good film to dive into, lots of stuff to dissect.
Philosophical bullshit.
Yeah, except we studied it in high school because we went to a Christian high school. So they're less on the philosophical bullshit and more, this film's great because Neo is Jesus.
Dude, I'm not going to lie, but Prince of Egypt is a pretty fucking good animated film.
Greatest story ever told, right?
It's true.
How good's
But
Egypt?
The Matrix is great to watch in a Christian high school because then you can dissect it and go, hey, here's all this other philosophy. And you just get the home run of, hey, you know this Switch character?
Good. Anyway, Tegan, got some films for you if that's what you want, but Requiem for a Dream is pretty bad.
Fuck, Requiem for a Dream.
Tokyo Ghoul Police.
Tokyo Ghoul Police.
That is not the category she was talking about.
I've seen Tokyo Ghoul Police
Tokyo Ghoul Police leaves me feeling empty at the end.
way too many times. More than
I
I've
haven't seen it.
No, but
You haven't seen Tokyo Ghoul Police? We have seen that film at least 5 times. More than you should. You should.
You got to remember, no, we watched it we went to uni together for 2 years before Beck really showed up on the
Dude, that
scene.
was the same night we watched Slightly Irate.
Me and Tom started talking halfway through the second year of uni.
We all knew Beck, but Beck didn't properly start hanging out with everyone until the end of second year of uni.
Mid to end, and
Yeah.
it's because I did projects with
Which
like,
means
lobbying
that
and
6
tapping.
months before you really showed up, we watched Tokyo Ghoul Police 5 times.
Tokyo Gore Police.
Yes, G-O-R-E.
Yeah.
We
They
originally
used
watched
100
it-
gallons of blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
We originally watched
Hey,
it because
Gary, get off the dog. For fuck's sake.
Literally never done that before.
He's never done that before. Oh, poor Tank.
For those who
Poor Tank.
couldn't see and or hear, Gary just walks over slowly and decides, oh, I should bite Tank.
Yeah. He went to
Hold
go
on.
sit on his fucking head.
all that talk of him being a god got to his head.
But also, Tegan, you should check out No Man Land as well. Nomad Land.
No, man.
That's on my list.
It's actually so good. I still think about it to this day. It's like ingrained.
Yeah, the very non-Christian interpretations in The Matrix become far more apparent when you watch 2 and 3. But yeah, the Switch being transgender is like the biggest.
I think Switch is non-binary.
I think they're explicitly trans.
Okay.
But that personal interpretation.
Okay.
Because they weren't allowed to make it explicit.
Yeah, it was
In the film.
Early 90s. Late
Yeah.
90s. 1999.
Late 90s, yeah.
1999.
Yeah.
I think.
Was it not a man?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was because it depicted a world in 2000.
Right. I was gonna
Yeah.
say it was at 2000 because it was like also one of the first movies, big movies to come out on DVD, wasn't it?
Well, yeah,
Like
because
2001.
I think it also very much-
1999.
Yeah, I know it's 1999. I know that because it was also kind of fed on like the Y2K panic. Like it was very easy for people to want to go into that because they were what
Mum's dreams.
right. At least what I think it was very easy for the Coen siblings to go. It was the Coen siblings, right?
With Chasky.
Which Wachowski siblings.
Yeah, the Coen brothers and the Wachowski
Wachowski siblings.
Siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Wachowski siblings were very much like, well, Y2K is coming. Let's release this movie about computers taking over.
Y2K is coming. Let's get $2 million to make a film, and then let's spend all of that $2 million just on a pilot to get more money.
I will maintain that was my best 90s themed killer ass fucking clothes. I wore like a flannel over the top of jeans and a t-shirt. And then I made a Y2K sandwich board.
Nice.
Because it was a 90s themed birthday. You could wear anything and go, yeah, this is what we wore in the 90s. But it made it 90s by going, Y2K is coming. The end is nigh.
So now we've got to worry about, is it the 2038 bug?
Yeah, it's something to do with...
Because Linux computers...
It's a division of 16, so it's 20... What was that game that everybody
2048.
played? 2048?
2048?
Yeah, 2044, 2048.
I don't know.
And you got to move the things.
Linux clocks, Linux, the way Linux counts time is from like the beginning of Linux or whatever. And apparently it's going to run out of bits to count time at some point in like the next couple of decades, which means that in theory, everything Linux,
Which is everything.
which is everything in the back that runs the background of everything, is going to reset back to zero time and explode the universe. So Y2K2, hell yeah, let's go.
There was a casualty from Y2K. Y2K killed my family's old PC 2 weeks into 2000 because the clock was running slow.
Rip.
Huh.
There you go.
Yeah, interesting. Because, yeah, I mean, everything runs Linux in the background. Like, Android is Linux, Windows is Linux, everything is Linux.
Everything else is just a shell.
Yeah, built on top of it.
So
But also,
It's crashing,
think about
et
it.
cetera.
That's like such a spiteful way to like stay alive. I want to see what happens when Linux supposedly dies. It's like 20 years from now.
Oh, your turn, Lachlan.
No, you already made my shirt dirty.
Yeah, he used Lachlan's
He
shirt as a
goobered all
napkin.
over me.
This was an old DOS machine.
DOS.
fuck yeah, DOS.
DDoS.
All right, should we learn how to play?
Yeah, we should really know how to play a board game.
We did say the podcast was over a while ago.
Yeah.
That was
And
what
then
we
it just
learned.
continued in classic podcast fashion.
All right, we got talking about movies, all right? That was our weakness.
Yeah, we got talking about movies, and Tom doesn't know what movies are.
I don't even know how we got started on movies.
He said he watched
Movies,
Aliens.
they're just those pictures that happen with sound sometimes.
No, we were talking about Terminator first.
The pictures that are supplemental to.
I remember. You'll have to go back and watch the podcast.
There you go.
I'm sorry, have you seen June? The pictures are supplemental to the sound.
I mean,
Anyway, moving on.
So keen for the double feature.
let's do.
Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be so good.
Anyway,
You're ready to learn a game?
I'm
I need some water.
I'm ready.
It's all right. Kai's gonna do most of the heavy lifting. I actually don't think you two are doing anything at all, but we'll see what happens.
Hell yeah.
Point at stuff if you
I
feel
can
like
ask
it.
questions.
It's true. You can ask questions.
I'm allowed to ask
I'll just be here.
see how much of the rulebook I remember for Friday.
All right, let's do the thing. Oh my god, it literally worked 2 minutes ago.
Why didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Like,
No, I mean it worked. Didn't it work then?
No, 2 seconds ago, it was like...
oh, something is broken.
Is it?
We podcasted for too long.
Let me.
We ran out of
We
bits.
Icarus.
Okay, no, that's fine.
Don't mind us, but we just...
I
Yeah.
know what.
Fucking
Yeah.
Tom's gone to town on the deck.
flash warning.
Everyone at home getting strobed by this montage
Can
of
you,
camera
yeah,
angles.
stop walking on the dark
Okay,
side.
okay, yep.
Are we
yep.
feeling it?
You want a piece?
And then this one. Look, it's not supposed to do that, but okay, it's doing something.
It's doing it close enough.
And they're doing it close enough. Alright, you ready to go?
Sure.
Yeah.
Ow.
Ow!
I missed it because I was keeping an eye on the cat. I'm guessing it fucked again.
Yeah.
It just worked 3 times and it's shit.
Alrighty.
Oh man.
Oh,
We're out of bits.
Alright,
Bits,
just-
everybody, pack it up.
just fix it in post.
That's so fucking funny.
As long as the bottom's good. As long as that's what we need, that's it.
That's fucking funny.
Just leave it on that.
I'm so confused.
Hear me out. You should change the stream deck to just flash the Nerds of the West thing so you can change it between scenes and then just flash the Nerds of the
Like,
West
I
thing.
can do that. I have a button that can do that.
Then do that and let's move on.
Damn.
You can do it, bud. I believe in you.
Yeah.
One more try. Do it. Love it.
Everything is one.
Tom, you don't need a break set, please.
Oh.
Is that all? We're gonna. Yeah.
All right, let's do the thing. Hello, Weird Nerds. Today we're teaching you how to play Pyramido. If you're more of a visual learner, later on we will be playing this, so keep your eyes peeled for that playthrough video, or you can join us live every single week. My name is Tom. We have a Beck, a Lachlan, and a Kai. Kai, what is going on in Pyramido? What do we need to know?
All right, in Pyramido, we are all designing our own pyramids with the most fabulous jewels and design for the new pharaoh. On our turn, we will pick a tile from the quarry, which are these 3 tiles sitting out here, and place them in front of us. When you place a tile, if you can, you must place a jewel that matches the jewel icon on that tile. In this case, it's a little death mask. We then refill the tile space and go around placing tiles. When you place your second tile, it must match up with your existing tiles in terms of orthogonally adjacent.
Yeah, no diagonals, just...
But the colors don't have to match. They just have to be touching one way or another. And again, you must place a jewel on it if you can.
Now, do you only place a jewel on it if it has a marker of its own, or on anything?
If it has a jewel icon on it. And you've only got, you'll notice, one of each jewel color, which means that the first time you play something with a jewel icon is going to be the tile that you place your jewel marker on, and that's going to be important when we get to scoring. We carry on in the first round until we have a 5x4 pyramid base, which will have a number of markers on it and a number of different patches of color with jewel icons.
That was a terrible pull, but it shows you the idea.
We then score based on the number of jewel icons, which are the little pictures printed on the tile, in each area with a jewel marker, which are the little tokens that we place. So the jewel icons on the tiles only count if they're in a zone with that marker. So you want to be careful about trying to get as many of the matching zones together on that first tile you place with the marker as possible. We have a few little ways to help us make those zones. When you place a tile and you've put the marker on it, you can then, if you choose, take one of these 3 resurfacing tiles, which are double-sided with the 6 different colors, and place that onto one of the unmarked spaces of your tile. Again, placing a marker on it if you can. Those can come in handy to help you join larger sections of tiles, but you only get 3 of those for the entire game, and they're going to be important for a few other reasons. First of all, if you try to build your 5x4, but you mess up your placement and you can't physically complete it because you have 2 spaces that aren't connected like so, you must take 2 of your resurfacing tiles to fill those spaces in. If you can't, because you don't have enough of them, you lose the game. Full stop. Your pyramid falls down. You have to build pyramids from the bottom up, I'm told, and if there are holes in it, that it all falls down. It's not good. The other important thing is that you only get those 3 cards for the entire game, and when we proceed to round 2, we are now building a 4x3. I should have checked exactly what size.
Yeah, you go in by 1.
The interior size. And the tiles get placed on top of your existing base, offset to the middle of the previous tile. That's important because as you look down at your pyramid, the areas that you can see around the edge are included in the areas that you are now building. So if you have a space, such as one that Tom is trying to put together here for us.
Right, change to Tom's area.
If you have a space such as this yellow space here, with the unks visible.
It's even bigger.
There, even bigger.
Triples.
This one is worth 3 points because not only do you have the 2 placed this turn, but the 1 placed on the previous turn. So as you build your pyramid higher, you get more and more area to score in. But fewer tiles means potentially fewer of the jewel icons, so you have to be careful about which icons you are placing and which colors you are trying to get together.
Do these markers count as a jewel for the point of scoring?
No,
they just
only
indicate
whether or not you score that area.
Makes sense.
Once we have 4 layers, the last of which being a single tile, we work out who scored the highest across all 4 rounds, add it up, and that person becomes the new vizier of Egypt and wins the game.
Kai, how do you refill the market of
Thank
tiles
you.
that we choose from?
Very good question, since Tom stole all the tiles.
Look, I was just making a very pretty pyramid.
At
Go on.
the end of your turn, once you have played out your tile, you then refill the quarry row from one of the 2 piles directly above that tile you pulled. So if I take this pile, I can refill from either of these 2 piles, from the center, either of those 2, and from the far right tile, either of those 2 piles. So you can choose which of those 2 comes down into the row. So you can kind of see what people might be chasing and, pardon me, replace those with ones that they don't want. But there's a little bit of thought that goes into that side of things as well.
Yeah. You score at the end of each round. So at the end of the game, when everyone has either lost because they couldn't place a reconstruction tile? Resurfacing tile. Or everyone has managed to build a pyramid. You count up all 4 rounds of scoring, and whoever has the most wins. Takes about 45 minutes to play. And as I said, we're now going to do a playthrough live. So if that sounds good to you, watch that on YouTube in the future, or come and join us live on YouTube and Twitch whenever you like. 9 a.m. on a Saturday is usually when we're live. We have been Nerds of the West. Thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you next time. It's a pretty simple game.
It's
Keep going over it up.
Yeah.
Which is interesting though, because it's got like different.
I'm actually
Animal.
Upon Animal, great game.
Okay.
Why do you keep me?
I don't know. I even went out of my way to go and put my ring on too. It's on camera. Like I looked down, saw that I wasn't wearing it. I went, oh, and then went up and went.
Oh, that's what you went and did.
Yeah, because I left it in my pocket for my other shorts. We should shuffle these because Tom's seen all of the top rows.
Makes some magic matches.
I mean,
Dominoes with extra steps. Yeah.
Look, here you go, mate. Shuffle
Yeah.
them for you.
We don't need to like completely reshuffle them, but the stacks were a bit uneven. I'm worried that they're not even now.
Yeah, I need at least one from that last party on this one.
the piles won't be exactly even because
It's not exactly the
it's
same
not
amount.
exactly the same amount. The rules do say just make 4 roughly even piles, and if we use one pile completely, we just
Dominoes with
Rejigger
extra
them.
step, also with a cooler theme than just dominoes.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. You're ready to play a game?
I think so.
Hello, we're Nerds of the West, and we have been asked to help our pharaoh. Of course, we are heeding the call, and we are going to be building up a pyramid of tiles, scoring as we go for both the 2D and the 3D playing. This is Pyramido, a 3D vertical tile laying game. My name is Tom. We have a Kai.
I don't think that I can lay these tiles myself. I'm going to get some aliens to help.
That's fair. We have a Lachlan
The Nile is cold, and I melted my shoes in Egypt.
and a Beck.
Anything but hello.
So, the person who gets to play first is the person who last built a sandcastle, which I believe we established I was close enough to because I didn't build a sandcastle.
You dug a hole with a dog.
It was great. Look at that little dog go.
I guess.
Even though it's a game about cats.
It is. Speaking of, our
Jesus.
overlord will be watching us throughout the stream.
We do have these lovely playmats thanks to the developers and their distributor for sending them out to us. In this game, you take tiles from these 3 here. And I like the look of one of these tiles that has multiple icons in it because you will score based on how many icons you have in marked areas. And I like the idea of having blue to go up against my green. So I'm going to start my pyramid with one of those. And because I have a cat marker available to me,
Oh,
I have
Jesus.
to place it on here. I can build outwards, inwards, wherever from here. Good job.
Yeah.
But this is my starting area.
We'll worship the cat.
Hey guys, it's your turn.
Hello.
Can you see the tiles?
God, get. Well, I can't see which one you replenished.
I would. Well,
He didn't!
I'm gonna. No. I'm choosing the other. The other one, but it can go on top of Gary.
That pile is about to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? What?
Gary.
Cats.
Please.
Egypt.
Alright, Kai, these
This
are the
was planned.
tiles that you can take.
Good grief. Right. I think that I am going to go ahead and take this gold and brown tile from my god Gary. And I'm going to place that anywhere. It doesn't matter. I have nothing to connect it to right now. So there it goes. And we're going to replace that. Oh no, Gary's butt. Let's replace that center one with this one here.
You replace from the two that those tiles are touching. So if you take the left tile, it's the left two. The middle is the middle two. Lachlan, how you feeling? Look, let's have a look at this Kai's over there. You have marked both of those?
No, sorry, I haven't marked any yet. I will mark the...
You only mark one?
You only mark one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, the Unk side. So you only mark one. I'm like 90% sure, but I'll read up on that.
I'm pretty sure you only mark one.
I'm fairly sure you only mark one.
All right, Lachlan, which one are you taking?
I'm a bit busy at the moment. I'm a bit occupied, but oh no, Gary. Oh,
You
were
drew him. You were too good.
The fairy loves you too much.
You can say you just no.
Gary. No. How do you get worse every time?
Yeah, it's time to relocate him. I made it worse.
You made a bigger mess than Gary.
I tried making it better. I'm just gonna make him mad doing that.
Oh, thanks, Gary.
Here.
I hope no one had any want for whatever was on top of this pile because
It's gone.
any plans you had made for the tile on top of there. I will take.
He's not actually our cat. We just got a prop for the day.
Yeah. Can I please have the 2 browns on the far one, please?
You may.
And I'll replace it with the left pile, please. Yeah.
Alrighty, I'm going.
Lachlan has to mark.
I do have to mark, thank you. And I've only got one choice.
Yeah, you don't want to cover the icon, but it doesn't really matter for the end.
Oh, don't you? Because I guess like when it becomes the outside layer, then
It's more so that it's just
That's
easy
something
counting
else.
later
So
on.
you don't
Yeah.
accidentally miss it because you've put it on top of something.
yeah, but it's only on that one square.
Yeah. What you got, Rebecca?
I would like to take this teal and green tile. I'm going to keep it middle in an attempt to keep my sides open. Yes, you're a very sweet boy.
There's a little baby.
He's a sweet little baby. And that's going to go there.
And where would you like to replenish from? You want double cats or cat and unk?
Don't do double cats. Tom
Don't do double
wants the double cats.
Well, not do the double cats.
That's all right. My options now are cat and unk or cat and lotus. I'm going to take cat and... I'm going to take cat and this because I don't want to give Kai either of those
Oh,
tiles.
for fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's going to be an issue.
It's you, Gary. Look, it's a kitty cat.
And I'm going to keep
He's just
I'm just
drooping
going to take
that.
that back.
keep building the outside. All right, I guess I'm not zooming in on anything just so we don't miss it.
No, stop.
He is a dice fiend. We can't leave dice on the table because he will come out in the middle of the night and just bat things around.
Well, yeah, because the other day as well, I came in, I came into the bedroom and I was like, you'll probably want to clean up Pyramido because I think Gary's going to fucking yeet these tokens.
Look how angry he is that he's being held like
He's not.
against his
He
will.
is so
He's furious.
He is having a great time.
He's having such a good time.
All right, I've replenished the tile. Kai, what would you like to take?
All right, I'm going to go ahead and take this one here with the Unk and the mask. What are the like death masks for pharaohs actually called?
Ceremonial death mask.
Sarcophagi?
That's the whole coffin.
No.
She's making a joke about it being a guy.
Sarcophagi.
Oh, that was a bad joke.
Yeah, Lachlan gave me the death stare earlier when I made it as well.
Okay, replenish.
Let's go ahead and replenish with. That's all.
Not good.
Someone's going to enjoy it, so have some Lotus Eye.
May I please have the far tile, please?
Of course you can.
Thanks. So wait, it can't match, so it doesn't matter, right?
It doesn't have to match. No.
Yeah.
But you do have to mark it.
I do have to mark it
With a kid.
with a kit.
He's
Which
perfect.
pile would you like to replenish from?
We'll just go to the far one, please.
All right, Rebecca.
I'm going to take this one. I'm going to put it like this up here, and I'm going to mark with my scarab beetle. And we will replenish from this one because it's less good for Tom.
Look, that's fair.
Got him.
I don't like it, but it's fair. My strategy for today is get as many cats on the outside as I can. So I'm going to take this one and continue this little area on the outside and hopefully get some good blue scoring later in the game. Because if I can't build myself a Sphinx, at least the outside of my pyramid is covered in cats.
Fair enough.
Both of these are good for you, so I'm going to pick that one.
They're both equally good, to be honest. I didn't care which one you picked. I shall take this one with the double Ankh. And whack that down here. Now, I don't have an Ankh to play on here, and the blue side does not have a cat jewel icon, so I don't put any token on the tile.
You still have to replenish, though.
I do still have to replenish. Let's plonk that one out.
You don't say.
Lot of options.
Is 3 a lot?
Yeah, they're all right. Can I just have the far tile, please?
Does Tom need to put
the far
his...
tile every time.
I
The only one you can't reach.
Thank you, Morgan Moon. You caught us. Tom nearly cheated.
Christ.
I didn't mark my green one when I placed it.
Oh,
I was too busy talking about cats.
Well, that reminds me, I have to mark this one with the Ankh,
Which
which is like the only one that doesn't fit in the
Yeah,
little
it's a bit big.
space.
0 out of 10
Because
game.
it's bigger than the Pharaoh.
neither-
Can I
the
please
scarab.
have the far tile replenished? Yeah.
Alrighty. I'm going to take that one. It's going to go here, making this a 5. I am worried about not making the right dimensions.
I'm already
Same.
counting.
So I was like, I'm going to work across first.
It's 5x4, right?
Yeah.
5x4.
For the first
or
time.
4x5.
Oh, I have so many possibilities now. I've already met my 4. I could.
Yeah, you could
continue
just
on.
go down. And then we're going to replenish.
charming.
We're going to get some red out on the field, gentlemen. Some red. Some eyes of Ra.
I like the sound of that.
is it Eye of Horus?
It is
I
nice,
don't
of course.
remember.
I had an Egyptology book when I was in primary school.
Dude.
I
I
think if you grew up in Australia, you had that Egyptology.
I had Egyptology
I don't
and
know.
Dragonology.
don't know where my Egyptology book is because I did have that too. Maybe I already donated it.
Well, your sister stole it.
Maybe.
I do like the look of double Eye of Horus, so I'm going to take that and slap that into the middle
That's a
here.
lot of eyes.
The eyes have it.
See, I would think that
Mark it.
Morgan Moon,
Mark
but
it.
like this
Mark it.
Eye of Horus, someone needs to double check that for us. But that is pretty thin. Like the eyebrow is
Yeah.
real thin.
But these are still wood, so I'm still very impressed.
it's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
I want to chew it so bad.
Yeah, you generally had the dragon or the Egypt one. It's very true. What were the others?
My sister had Fairyology.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Was there a wizard one?
Yeah, there was a
In my-
wizardology, I'm pretty sure.
Or Magicology?
Magicology.
Maybe.
Wasn't that
There was a
just-
whole bunch. I think Dragonology was the first one, and then they were
Yeah.
like, this is a license to print money.
I don't know. I think Egyptology would have been the first one because it was like real.
Yeah.
It was an actual educational book.
Maybe. Someone Google that. Someone
You're
Google,
international. Let us know if you had
someone
these
Google
as
the
well.
ology series
I-
and tell me which one came first.
To prove how
That's good.
neurodivergent I truly am. I'm going on a tangent. Was given a Leonardo da Vinci book by my year 7 teacher
That's
because
cool.
I got ducks from my primary school. I was the smartest kid at my primary school and
Nice.
then immediately tanked in high school because I was riding on the laurels of being the smartest person and then found out you had to work for it.
You quacked out.
Are you me?
Yeah.
Speaking of you, I have put that tile out specifically, so
Yeah.
no matter what you take, you have to play your
Can we move these
Scarab.
other two?
your
just
little
forward
scarab
a little?
one.
Yeah, which, you know, if I'm going to play it, I might as well.
Go
I've
hard.
got 1, 2, 3 this way. So if I put 4 that way.
I mean, they can even go like a little bit further, like closer.
Yeah, we can bring them in. Get rid of all this empty space.
Get rid of all that
I mean,
empty space.
okay. No.
Still works for camera, so I don't mind.
Yeah.
Do you need me to vamp a bit more with wizardology?
No. I mean, you can give the information if you want.
Wizardology, dragonology, spyology, mythology, the monsterology, oceanology, alienology, and that's all that showed up. There might be more.
But which one was the first one published?
That's a good question.
There's like 9 of them. Yeah. I think dragonology and and Egyptology.
Wizardology came before dragonology.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they would have done wizards, and then people would have been like, "But dragons, man."
Dragons are cool.
Dragons are cool.
I grew up with a sister that was dragon obsessed, so I'm like, meh, on dragons.
Oh, no, I didn't. Sorry, I didn't check the year. I just saw that. Anyway.
All right, I'm going to pop this one down the bottom with a scrub.
It's true. He's right, you know.
You're a scrub.
A scrub ain't got no business with me. I hope that song goes.
Won't get no love from me.
Cool. Yep. Good. Done.
Oh, God. There's a dragonology board game.
Hell yeah. Does it have like bits of dragon skin and stuff in it that you can like feel?
Oh, yeah, you know what? The Egyptology
The
book had it
scowls?
too, because they had the mummies' bandages.
Mm.
I remember that.
What are you thinking, Lachlan?
I'm gonna stick
Dragons
with.
2003. 2004.
So scoring is just for the symbols, right? Not for the coloured areas.
Just
Correct.
the symbols.
Just the number of symbols in a contiguous area that includes your marker. So if you put a blue one with a symbol over here, it's worth bupkis.
Good old bupkis. Love that. Can I just have the far one, please?
What an unusual play by Lachlan.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Strange.
It's
And
very
what would
strange.
you like to refill with?
I would like to replenish with. We'll go the 4th one, please. Yeah.
I would like to thank Lachlan for that move, because I'm now going to take that tile.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Because at the moment, this is not joined to this, and while this doesn't have any symbols on it,
It could.
what this does is creates a symbol.
Ooh.
Now, I could wait and try and get this green out, but I suspect if that goes out, Tom's going to take it. So I'd probably
Thank you, Lachlan.
be better off closing my green off, moving on to greener pastures. I still have 4 tiles available. No, because I put my scarab out
You
on that
chose
one.
the
Yeah.
scarab, yeah.
I still have I can do other things with
100%.
these, but at the very least now, I still have blue to work with.
Yep.
Yep.
So I think that's what I should do. And Tom can keep putting cats on the outside, round the outside, round the
Well,
outside.
I can't actually put them on the outside.
You've
It'd be
closed off your cats.
putting them on the inside and blocking off me from scoring red. But honestly, I think that's okay to keep, because I can do a very cool move here if I zoom in on the right one, and it both scores me for cats.
Oh,
And,
damn.
He's doing the dominoes.
That's pretty good.
I got the science, yo.
He's domino.
And no one else really wants cats, so I'm going to swipe this one
I
out.
want cats.
Well, I'm with
Beck.
some double cat scoring available. Get the cats.
Can Beck play on top of the green?
Later on, she can, because we'll move on to the next level, and then she'll have a lot of green on the outside and possibly score there.
Oh, I think they mean up here.
Yes.
I could absolutely shuffle down. I can absolutely do
You're
that.
talking 2D, not 3D.
And I will,
Yes.
if I need to, I absolutely will. I completely forgot about that because I was like, my top row.
Yeah.
Yes, good point. What you got, Kai?
I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna have some cats. I think
Okay.
I'm gonna get in on the cats. It's not a long-term strat, but I don't love
Not having cats.
any of the options that are out for me right this moment.
But that's an extra 2 points on something you're already scoring.
Yeah.
Good old cats.
I mean, you don't have to, I'm just saying.
Cats never fails.
When everyone's completed a 5x5, Sean.
5
Yeah, look, at the moment,
5 by
it's 2
4.
points for me either way, and Tom's got a lot of cats, so I'm just going to take these cats. And pop them here. Pop me cat jewel on there.
Thanks, Lost in Space.
And then let's replace that with this one.
Yeah, it's a 4x5. It's weird.
It's a rectangular pyramid. It's not a pyramid. It's just a rectangular pyramid.
Well, I think, doesn't a pyramid just need to be
Triangle.
Don't know. I'm going to take this center tile which has 2 scarabs on it. Now, fun fact about Egypt when I visited it, now there's some fun fact for you guys, it's fucking hot.
Much like today.
Ah. Desert hot, you say?
I haven't checked the updated, but at one point it was looking like 44 degrees.
Today
or
in
Egypt?
Perth.
Today in
How
Perth.
hot's Egypt today?
I'll look. Maximum today in Perth, 43.
Gross.
Someone
When I
check
was-
Cairo's temperature.
It is already 38 degrees.
When I was in the Valley of the Kings, it's just limestone hills, and it was like 50 degrees, and this is before
Air
the
conditioning.
metal bottles had caught on. So I just had a plastic Mount Franklin in my bag, and you're just like, I can make tea with that.
It's dry
microplastic.
heat today.
Would anyone like to guess both what the temperature is right now in Egypt and how hot it's going to get today?
Well, right
It's 44.
now.
It's also, wait, is Egypt in the northern hemisphere or the
Yeah.
southern hemisphere?
The Northern Hemisphere.
so it's technically winter, so I'm going to say it's 25 degrees.
No,
Like,
it's
Maximum
30.
today or right now?
I mean, right now it's going to be nighttime there, right?
Yeah.
So-
no, man, it's
So it's probably 30 something,
still 30s, easy 30s.
and then it's probably going to get to like 40 something.
I'll say this, I hate these types of games. Just tell us.
Right now, 14 degrees.
Wow.
Maximum, 22.
Oh, what a
Wow.
pleasant day in
That is
Cairo.
nice.
Because
It's
it's
winter.
the northern hemisphere, it's winter, and I suspect
But desert hot. Desert hot.
desert hot, but also desert get very cold
Desert hot.
when dark.
It's true.
It's true. When I was in Utah, it was so fucking cold.
Yes.
Lachlan, what would you like to replenish?
Please,
Yes.
replan.
I would like to replenish with this second one, which I can actually reach. So
Alrighty. I am going to take this one. Whoops, sorry.
Just yeet it.
Yes. Yes. Yoked, as the kids say. We're gonna slot it right in there.
I don't even know what the kids say these days.
I
Jennifer as a
try
whole.
not to worry too much about it.
yeah.
I'm
The whole thing.
now scoring for my yellow unks, and I've added a scarab to the pile.
Skibbity toilet that tile.
Skibby.
What would you like to replenish?
We are going to replenish with this brown one because,
nice.
again, I mean, you're going to take the green one anyway,
I am.
but it's not helpful to your cause.
100%. I do not want either of those two because my red is currently locked off, and this one will help me keep scoring. And I'm going to put it in here, which still lets me go in a few other directions if I feel like it. And I don't mark anything. That's my turn. Here, have some greens available to you, Kai. My plan at the moment is just make sure you get everything so you can't build too much.
This is
That makes
my
sense.
reminder to chat, drink water.
Hydrate.
Don't drink
Hydrate,
water.
don't dehydrate.
But
Water's deadly. It can kill you.
Everyone
It
who's ever
is.
drunk water dies.
And also, if you drink too much water, you die.
yep.
It dilutes the salts in your
man.
body.
Again, not loving any of the options particularly.
Is it going to come down to that where it's going to be like, well, I need to put something down?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what's the least
What's the least offensive?
meh option right now?
I don't want to do it. Put Kool-Aid in it. I don't care.
Which I kind of think might be the green one. Or the red one. That's pretty much of a muchness on that front. So let's go ahead and do the red eyes of Horus and pop that there, I think.
What did you call me?
2, 3, 4. So I still need to put a line here. I'm just going to make sure I'm not boxing myself in.
No, I think you're fine.
Which am I?
Actually,
1, 2,
you are, because if
yeah,
you
3, 4. Yeah.
if
I
you
can't
do
put it
that, I mean, I would
Just
just
put it up the top. Start another row.
sure.
Is that not fine?
No, because if he puts it there, he'll have 3 spaces here.
Because that'd be 4.
Yeah.
And then if you want 5 this way is 1, 2.
I mean, you know
Oh,
what?
3,
Yeah.
4.
You know what?
Okay.
Let's just let Kai play it,
Yeah.
and we'll figure it
No,
out.
maths is hard. Help me.
Yeah. we're all helpful here. Just because I want Kai to lose
This
doesn't mean
is
I
a
want him to fail.
This is a nice, simple game.
But no, it will end up totally fine.
Where put tile?
Where put tile?
I'm imagining playing this game with a few analysis paralysis friends, and I have decided I will not be bringing it to the table.
I'm just bad at like
spatial
You
reasoning.
just can't bring them to the table.
I'm
You can bring the
bad.
game to the table. You just don't bring those friends to the
I'm
table.
just bad. That's all it is.
Replenish.
Right.
Right.
Radio. My Perfect Sunday.
Oh, they're both good. That was less good.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things, bad Kai.
I will take that tile that Kai has just put down, which has 2 unks and a brown, which I think I'm just going to put here because then my no blue next to my brown can just chill out in the center of my pyramid. And that's some reds. Or do I put this down and then Kai takes it to make his 5?
Someone will steal that from me before it comes to me. Don't. worry
100%.
about
Both Beck and I are playing
100%,
unks.
Yeah. Well, then I guess the reds are the least beneficial to
that.
everyone
This is the
else.
biggest pile because it's the
Get
best.
that one. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Even I want that tile.
I just sit there and hope that Tom will just grant it to me at some point, which,
No.
odds.
You're right. I'm having the place tile wear problem.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like,
That is the
"Ooh."
game, right? is where to place the tiles.
Running out of options where I would have to use one of my special resurfacing tiles.
It's true. That is an option.
The
Oh, did I give you a Egypt fact for this tile? The Nile is cold.
You opened with that.
You did. You said it melted your
Very
shoes.
cold.
Yeah. Wait, how did it melt your shoes?
Oh, well, in the Valley of Kings, it was like 50 degrees. And the floor is hot. And so...
So the Nile didn't melt your shoes.
No. Egypt melted my
Yeah.
shoes, but the Nile is cold and really refreshing. But it could just be because it was fucking hot as shit outside.
By a crocodile.
No, I did not.
Do they have
That would've
places
been
in
fun
the
fact.
Nile where you can swim, like beaches?
Sort of, yeah. Like we went on a boat cruise down the Nile and we went and visited like an old village of, I don't know, they're like a tribe or something, which are very like traditional, which they had like making cooking crocodiles and stuff for their food and whatnot, and made
Cool.
like a bunch of clothes and stuff out, which is cool. But then we just swam in the Nile because there's like obviously settlements and stuff all down it, and it was just good time. There could have been crocodiles, but I think where we were, it was fine, and it was pretty fast flowing. I might have got sick from it, who knows? But I got sick from either that or from something I ate. Who knows?
Probably all that crocodile.
No.
What you got, Rebecca?
I'm going to... I was trying to figure out if there was a way for me to use this green tile up here so that in the next round, when I was building stuff, I could do greens here and have 2 on the outside. The problem is I can't put a 2 tile here and not leave myself with a hole. And to have those 2 on the outside, this would have to be the top tile here.
You can if you go like 2-2 and one that way.
But then I would have to fill out this top row, which would then make this not on the edge.
I see what you mean.
But you could make it on the edge the other way.
You could-
Like you can have that on that edge if you to go up.
The point is that I've decided what my turn will be.
Okay.
I'm going to take this tile.
Interesting.
It's going to go here.
Interesting.
I'm going to score my Horus. And then we're going to place out...
Blue or red.
either of them are not good for Tom. So whatever I put out, Tom isn't going to touch.
Probably red.
I don't know. It might take the blue.
Cards can still work for me. It'd be messing up some of my outsideness, but it's still
Oh,
good.
yeah, because he could put the blues down the bottom. Or on the side, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also looking at your board state, but I think... No, not Lachlan's, Kai's.
Yeah. Let's look at Kai's board state.
No, stop.
Yeah, if you take the...
I'm shy.
If you pull out the red, you know that I'm leaving it for Kai. So,
And that's 2 points.
but he can also
And there's
just
also
take
already
that
a
one.
red out.
Yeah.
So
I think no matter what I pick, someone's going to find a way to make it work for them. So
That's
there's
fair.
kind of no point in overthinking it. So I'm just going to put out the blues.
I wish you hadn't done
Kitty.
that. Now I have to consider it.
Ha ha. Pew pew.
take that one and then put the gold one out, please.
Look, no. In no uncertain terms.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah. It doesn't hurt to ask.
I said please.
You did.
But if you take that tile, if that is the tile you get to choose, can you put that gold one out?
You could also...
Yeah, then I'll have to. Then I can just stop worrying about it. Like
You can
I'm
also...
sitting here pining for it. And if it just goes away, I can
You can
stop
also
worrying about it.
resurface it. So you could pick a tile that works well just for scoring purposes and then just go, and I'm going to make it one of the other colors.
I'm really saving the resurfacing ones for the end.
I know that's what everybody's doing, myself included.
Just go gung-ho.
They're
But
just
it
very
is-
valuable because
It is a tool that we can use.
and only one of each color. So
But I'm going to take that one
green.
and slap it in there so I can hopefully
Oh, he's confirming
continue.
He's confirming his length.
That's my length and width locked in.
These dimensions are set in stone.
But I can continue my green scoring hopefully in the future.
Came up with that one halfway through the sentence.
Gross, terrible. Your turn.
Proud of it. All right, so there's some green out. Could be my first green. But I think I'm going to go ahead and run with red or blue. Red or blue. They're both worth 2 points to me. I think either way they kind of block my teal off, but Beck's got a lot of teal going on over there anyway, so
And you're not getting this teal back.
I don't
That's
know
the
if I want to
important
fight.
thing.
I don't know if I want to fight with back over the teal. So I'm going to go with this blue one with the cats.
Gatitos.
Pop them down there.
Gatitos is Spanish for kitten.
And then we're going to replace it with some more eyes.
What? What
Eyes.
made you laugh, Lachlan?
No, it didn't make me laugh. It made me cry. If you can't laugh, cry. If you can't cry, laugh.
My favourite thing is people saying that The Bear is a comedy and it winning comedy awards.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's only a comedy because you have to laugh to stop from crying. That's
It's
the
only
only
a comedy
reason
because
it's
that's
a
how they
comedy.
classify stuff.
Like, it's not.
Is there not a drama like?
There is,
Very
and for
much
some
so.
reason it doesn't count as a drama because of the length of the episodes. That's how, it's dumb.
I believe Mum Streams. Can you deplete one of the piles, or do you just level out the depletion from the other piles? I
Ooh,
believe
good
they
question.
get leveled out.
There always has to be 4 piles.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, the fun part is obviously there's only a certain number of each kind of tile, so there's only a certain number of tiles that have double anks on them like this, and they're gonna disappear because we've already played a bunch of them.
Can you say that again, please?
That tile is going to disappear.
No.
And you won't have the option to play it later.
What did you call it?
Unks.
You know?
No, he said ank.
Yeah, he said Anks.
Oh, they
Yeah, just like
idiot.
Ung from Avatar.
I think you mean ang.
No, I mean
Uncle
Ung.
Hero. Am I right?
Oh god. You know what? The Netflix trailer came out for the new one, and I feel like everyone was just like, "Yeah, look alright."
I
fine.
don't think it's going to be good.
I don't think it's going to be good.
Apparently,
think so.
they've already done a few choices that people are like, meh.
We'll wait and see what it's like. Hey, Lachlan, have you made a choice yet?
No, I've been like vamping, so like
There's nothing good for
nothing
you.
good.
Everything's garbage. I mean,
because I can't decide. So I have not locked myself into one way or the other for length, but in my mind, I feel like I know which way I want to go. I'm just now running out of space for said things. So I feel like we're just going to take. Fucking Tom has so many goddamn yellows going on over there.
I also have no teals yet.
No teals.
So it's kind of what I'm hoping for, is if I can still set that up in the future.
Or hear me out. Don't.
I'm going to take
Also
this
no browns.
She's got
double red.
You're not locked in
Double
yet.
red sucks.
I mean, you could put it underneath the teal and go,
That way.
nah, underneath it. So that could be your length of 5.
I don't want it to be my length of 5 though.
Okay, well then I can't help you.
Maybe I'll just do one of these where I leave gap.
Hey, then you can put these where you want them.
Ah! Yeah. Ah!
You're gonna have to make a decision, Lachlan.
Okay. We'll do this because
It's the least offensive
there's
choice.
still hope. And I put my eye on it and then we replenish it with this tile here.
I love it.
I love it.
I love it.
All right, Rebecca, how are you feeling? You're at the roughly halfway point.
Yeah. Yeah. We are at the roughly halfway point.
One over halfway, to be clear.
Sure. I think, in the spirit of, I talked it up in the last one, so I'll lock myself up. I think
Psyching myself up for a big.
I was waiting for no one to take this one to go here.
She bamboozled us, boys.
I did.
She bamboozled us.
I did.
Thinking she didn't want to.
Did bamboozle you?
What a ruse!
I actually never said anything about not wanting it.
I distinctly remember you saying, "I don't want that anymore.
Yep.
I'm going to do this other thing."
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I am wondering if I use a resurface tile to make it green in the middle, but this
big
resurface tile would probably have more weight in future rounds if it were on the edge. Oh, glory! So I might, because I can only place it on a new tile that I've placed.
Correct. Yes.
So it just
new tile.
I could really hope for those double unks to hit the floor, but that's probably not going to happen.
That'll be the last tile.
That will be the last tile. So I'm going to take that. It's going to be what I do.
It's not even like it's just a tile. Like it's not even that impressive.
Not that good. Just no one wants anyone else to have it.
It's just right now.
Like most tiles are worth 2 points.
We're just going to run out of other piles, and then the last round will be like, so which pile are you replenishing from? This one, because the only stack left.
I'm putting that one out.
I see.
It's actually to spite Lachlan.
Get it.
What did I do?
Because I don't think I would take the double cats. Tom's not taking the double cats. You benefit from the double cats?
I got 2 cats.
Yeah, you benefit from it.
Tom has 700 cats.
I
There's
probably
no
would have
point
taken
getting
double
it.
cats, but
Kai has 4 cats.
All right, so you know what? It upsets everybody, and I'm still okay with it.
that's how you know it's fair.
Yeah, when everybody's yelling.
It upsets everybody, but I could really use that.
Oh,
cat.
hello.
The cat.
That was far less chaotic. Mwah.
If I just place Gary here, does that count as a cat?
Yes.
He is a gem.
But he has to not mess up your grid in order for it to actually count.
Yeah. That then be the rules. It's like games where you have no...
My brain just jumped to like a Godzilla movie, but it's a cat in Egypt, like knocking over the pyramids. Like,
Yes, I have seen Gods of Egypt.
is that a thing?
Gods of Egypt is a terrible film. It doesn't do that
No.
in particular, but it is not a good film.
Doesn't it use Greek heroes in Gods of Egypt?
Probably.
Oh, no, it doesn't. I've seen Gods of Egypt, actually.
Is Gods of Egypt the one with Rami?
Remy
Yes,
Malek?
it is. But it's got a Skarsgård in it as well.
Hi, Gary.
Skarsgård and a Malik.
I'm slapping this yellow in here, so I've got blues and yellows on this corner edge to build off from in the future. And it doesn't matter what I put, but Beck doesn't want Lachlan to have double cats, so I'm putting that one there. And I do have to mark.
No, it's not because Beck doesn't want me to have double cats, because you don't want Kai to have double cats. Don't lie to yourself.
Well, it doesn't matter. Either he gets double cats or he gets double Eye of Horus to line up there as well.
Yeah, so now I have to decide whether to lock myself into my dimensions by playing something along this side, making it my 5 wide, which then makes that Ank one basically useless to me this round.
Kitten Kong. Oh, you have thrown me with that. Sorry. Yeah. Wow. Did you figure out your dimensions?
Are you
yet?
watching a video where they're going
I
through
play
like
something
Godzilla
here.
in the city?
No, because it's the goodies. It's from like the 70s.
Like I could play that mask there, but then I've got a useless teal here.
Yeah, it's trying to make sure
That's not
nothing
counting.
Or you
got
add it
is
to your
useless.
teal.
Towards anything.
We're now in the thick of it.
It's a question of like,
Into the thick of it.
I haven't heard that in a minute.
boomer. Alright. It is what it is. We're just going to put that eye
Oh, that's pretty good though.
over here. There's no icons on the bottom, which is unfortunate. And I'm now basically locked in for my
That's
next
fine.
2 moves because my dimensions are set.
I'm just going to
You'll
get my
love to see it.
resurfacing tiles out from underneath your pouch there, Gary.
Yeah, where's the blue one?
I don't know if you would get the blue one.
The kitty cat?
I can't place it.
Gary's choosing it.
Beck.
Well, then he chose that.
Oh yeah.
I love it. He flicks his tail around like that because stuff is touching his tail.
Look, man.
Get wrecked, mate.
No one's given me that
Get-
one. I'm not
get
going to
shit
give
on.
you the one you
I
want.
can't even give that to you because it'll get snapped by these guys.
Look,
No one will touch
I know.
it. You're all good. You're all
You
good.
know.
You just put your tail over there.
Suck it.
Thanks for
nerd.
the lurk.
You said at the start this wasn't going to be a hate drafty game. I don't know.
It's not you
Alright.
pulling something useless to mess with someone else. It's
Yeah.
you putting something out that's
It's
less
just
useful for
screwing
your
up their
opponent.
options.
All right,
You're gonna-
team. I have taken this Eye of Horus, which is I imagine we're just sticking with that, even if it's wrong.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
as
what I
the
said
one.
in the unboxing video.
And then I'm gonna do it.
Too late for it to be useful to me, so
Sorry.
it's too late for it to be useful to me now.
Exactly. You didn't give me the cats. This is what you get. Now,
I had fully resigned myself to the yellow never hitting the table.
yeah, but
Yep.
someone had to do it.
Yeah.
Someone did have to do it.
Yeah.
Because I was wondering how I could
Handed
use
it to Tom on a
this
silver platter, but
to
you know.
give me extra points, but I now realize that I'd be better off giving
Can
up
you
on
not?
the teal. Look, the thing is that this.
Show it off. You're not taking it.
Yeah, I'm not taking it. I could hypothetically
No,
put
you
it
touched
like
it. It's yours now.
here. I haven't placed it. And
Yeah.
if I could loop the yellows around, but the problem is
But
that
there's no symbol over there, so it doesn't matter.
yeah, but if I can link this, like yeah, there's no symbol there, but
It's only the symbols that matter.
yeah, I know. But this adds a symbol to the yellow, which makes that a 4, as well as an extra symbol to the. Oh wait, that's why I'm like, who would take?
Google thinks it's sports.
Sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, literally just Google iPod.
Yeah, like putting
1, 2, 3,
it
4.
sideways there counts.
Also, Morgan says it's the Eye of Horus. So
It's the Eye of Horus. Not wrong. It's the Eye of Horus. I did say the Eye of Ra, so I was wrong to start with.
Yeah.
I mean, someone would have jumped in if we were completely wrong.
does Ra have eyes? Ra is the sun.
Ra is the sun god.
Horus is the like pigeon.
Horus is basically Jesus. But
Is Horus a pigeon?
He's a bird.
Yeah, you're not wrong. He's
It's
a
not a bird,
bird.
is
I
it?
don't think he's a pigeon.
Pigeons are birds. Therefore, I am correct.
yeah, that one leaves your options open.
Yeah.
I would gladly say that this is the worst spot for the aircon. This is the wall.
Yeah.
Worst for you. I'm actually getting
I'm getting breeze
Getting a
here.
bit of breeze
It's
around
very
the
good here. I could probably take the fan.
Gary, you
move
can't play with that.
move it out the door a bit
He's
more.
having a time.
Gary's
today.
just got those god vibes today. He's,
Yeah.
He knows.
The
that
Eye
we're
of Ra
playing-
is also a symbol.
Yeah.
Ah.
Anyway, back what'd you pick?
I did pick the yellow and blue. It's gone here. It makes this a 4 score tile, and then it adds 1 to the blue,
Yeah.
which is pretty good.
Alright. What are you replenishing?
We will replen with. You really need browns to score that brown a bit more for you. I'm putting the cats out. It's time for the cats to go out.
Kitty.
Kitty, what are you doing?
The cats and the unks are on the table. And I will see neither of them.
You're saying it. Kai
Get
can't
nothing.
take. Tom and Kai can't take both of them. I mean, they might. Wait, fuck off.
Here's the thing.
Stop.
This
Well-
is the only one that's good for Kai.
You played yourself. You can't get it anymore.
But if I replenish with either of those, it works out okay for him.
This is the most cutthroat game.
I was not
Oh.
expecting it to be. It's like, what's he doing? Where's he going? What does he need?
It's because people can actually see what's going on and go, okay, as opposed to any other game that's like super complicated, and you go, I can't even figure out what I'm doing, let alone looking at everyone else.
What I
All right, so here's where I'm at. If I take this,
Yes.
Kai can't really place either of those, but he gets 2 points from both of these. If I take this, Kai can't score if I give him that one, and he can only get 1 point from this one and not get 2 points from that one. So I'm taking this one. It might mess me up a little bit. Because, if my only choice is a brown, then I won't be able to do much more.
Brown
Put it the other way.
Town.
Yeah, I was like, put it the other way.
And then I replenish with that one, and hopefully I've done my maths right, and Kai can't actually get a great tile right now.
Yeah, I can't. But to be honest with you, I was going to take that one.
Yeah,
So, which would have scored me 0 points
fair enough.
this round, but I was going to try and put it here so that I could then link.
Ah.
Forgive me. I'm gonna go do a thing. Hopefully, try and distract the cat.
No, that's totally fair.
Get out of there.
Bye, Gary. It was nice
you,
to
Gary.
see you.
So
What an asshole. Hate
I
that
only
guy.
have 2 places that I can place now while maintaining my shape. So I can place one up the top here, boop, and one there. Boop.
Oh, you look at mine.
Yeah. So whatever I place is going to be adjacent to some brown. and or some red. And there is only one thing with one of those colours on it, which is brown. There's no green, which is like my one that I could place anywhere. So it's going to have to be the one that's going to give me some points. This doesn't block me off from placing more brown in future. So it's going to go this way. Even though that... Oh, no, that way works too.
You could use your resurfacing.
I could. I'm not going to. That's the same because it's still an area, so it's fine.
Did you put him in jail?
No, she's just put a box in for him to
So I
lay in.
got this for like to see if it works for like bed linens from Big W, but it's just a big empty box.
Big old box.
So if Gary does follow us back in, he might.
Ra and Horus are both falcons. I think they're different species of falcon, or one's a hawk.
Horus is a hawk.
Because
And
it's an
only,
H.
I'm only saying that because Matthew Riley.
I like Offla the crocodile god.
What's the ibis one?
Bin chicken.
In a heartbeat.
Bin chicken in a heartbeat.
Nah,
What you got, Lachlan? What are
I
you
would
thinking?
like the 2 cats, please.
I've got a cat in a box.
So you got
Thank
2 cats
you.
in the end. I don't know what you were complaining about. Jeez.
And now I have the worst placement.
What would you like to replenish?
Probably the 4th pile, please. Just because then Beck can't have the scarabs.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Wait,
There's a lot of scarabs.
Yeah, and it's doing. There's still the
Yeah.
hard yards over there on Beck's board.
It's giving scarab.
it's giving scarab.
Thoth, god of wisdom. And what does Thoth look like?
An ibis.
Is he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
he's
that
the
was
ibis?
the
Okay,
answer to
okay.
the question.
That's cool.
So Offla the crocodile god was a Discord reference.
One thing that we didn't mention about
looks like
scoring.
Oh, scoring. Yep.
One thing that we didn't mention about scoring in the
Shall
recap
happy.
video, which I don't know, Tom, if you want to loop this back in, is your lowest scoring jeweled section is scored twice. Which means at the moment, my red section is my lowest scored section. If I add 2 to it, it will remain my lowest scored section because 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's 1. If I take that, put this right here, that becomes 3, which makes it an extra 3 points at the end of the round.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that is a pretty important rule considering that like Kai and Tom both have 2s, whereas my lowest scoring section.
I have a 1.
Oh
You have a 1, so Tom's only
Yeah.
going to score an
Oh,
extra
no.
1 point.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like having them even out is obviously
Yeah.
the best way to go if you can get like 4s all around.
That's where I landed.
But then you also have the benefit of Beck playing a lot of scarabs and not having to compete with anyone else for scarabs.
I'm going to put this one out.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
That's a very good turn. And some very good points.
I thought it was very good logic to that as well.
Yeah.
Tom, you can just leave. And you know what? That makes sense.
That would've
There was no way that he was going to leave that.
Yeah, no. Either way, it was scoring me 2 points because I was either taking this one and dropping it down there,
Ooh.
or this one and putting it up here. And I just like the idea of having a lot of yellows on this outside and potentially scoring a whole lot of points next time. And then
Did you take 2 tiles? Oh,
I
yeah.
showed
you
off
did.
2 tiles.
You showed
Yeah.
off 2.
And I will throw this one out there.
Does an unused marker count as a 0 and double? I don't know if we talked about unused marker.
No,
It
so-
doesn't score anything.
Yeah,
yet.
it's just, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just you designating a scoring area the first time you play a color.
So I have a
or a
choice now.
symbol.
I either play this way around, which will score me 1 additional point because my browns will be linked, or this way, which scores me 2 additional points because my browns and my reds will be linked. But then I have nothing on the outside edge, whereas if I play this way, I have stuff on the outside edge
For later.
future turns.
Nah, score now.
I mean, I think either way, you're only,
Like it's worth 1 additional point to me to play it that way right now. if I play it this way and either of these scores me a point in future, then I broke even. If I manage to score 2 points with them, then I'm in profit. So it's a gamble. It's a 1 point gamble, which I'm going to take. So I'm going to put it in the less optimal position for this round in the hopes that it's worth more for me in future rounds.
That makes sense. I respect
Remember this for when it doesn't, and I lose by 1 point.
that. Mark this moment. Thank
Clip that. Okay. Replenish, please.
Cat's still in the box, by the way. It worked.
Good.
Excellent.
Yeah. He is so happy.
Why can't dogs be like that? You have to actually put them in a caged area.
I mean, Tank just took himself to bed.
That's true.
Yeah.
Beds are basically that.
This one?
Yeah, so let's do a quick breakdown. This one here is worth nothing to lock one.
Yep.
This one here is worth 2 to lock one.
Yep. But
Yep.
it'd also be my lowest scoring, so unlikely.
Either of these,
The red one's good.
the red one will be worth 2 for you.
Red one's good. Scarab's bad. Now, in terms of what's good for me but bad for Beck, if I take the green one, it's really good for Beck because she'll put it up the top and it will be on her outer ring.
I was really hoping people had forgotten about that.
But if I take it, obviously it would screw over Beck, but then it would mean that it would be my lowest scoring zone with a 2, which I think at this rate is not that bad because Tom's got a 1, Kai's got a 2, Beck's got a 3. So it's probably worth more in the long run to take this than the other ones, which get me absolutely nothing. So I'm going to put this in the middle here and put my Lotus on there. Is that what it is?
I think so.
Yeah. And what would you like to
Reeds?
replenish?
I think I'll replace it with the grit.
It doesn't actually matter either way. Beck gets
Yeah,
2 points. Like she can
That's-
take these ones and slap them in.
that's true. That's true.
It
That's
would
true.
mess up a plan for
I think it's
potentially
late-
future-proofing
I
it.
think it's,
but
later problems where
yeah.
she can get 1 from the Scarab now, and she'll also get. She'll also have to put the brown on there if she takes it.
Yeah,
Which
I will.
she just won't.
I just won't do it.
That's true.
Yeah.
There's no reason. What? What
Yeah,
are you talking about?
there's no reason for her to take it.
There's
This
no
one?
reason for me to
Yeah,
take
yeah.
that one.
Yeah, but I mean, there's no reason not to put the brown on it. If, like, putting the brown out is
Because
a bad thing.
It'd be her
I've
lowest
done
scoring
the
brown.
math. I did the
Yeah,
math
yeah,
while you were
okay.
talking. If this becomes my lowest
Yes.
scoring tile, that adds 2 points at the end, one
right.
for it, and then
Yes.
one for it scoring again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas for this, it's 6 points.
I thought you were implying that putting out these is bad, and I was like,
No,
really?
no.
No.
Because she had
But
no
yes.
brown.
It's not
Making it
bad,
a lot,
but
yeah.
because I figured out how I should worry about scoring.
Yeah.
Cutthroat pyramid making.
Oh, yeah, it is. All right, Bex, let that bad boy in.
I just think I'm just wondering if it's. I don't think it matters
No,
too
there's
much.
only one way you can put it
It's
into
whether or
score.
not.
Okay, no.
Before it's whether or not if I want a yellow here or a brown here,
Fair.
because that's what makes it different. There's a lot of yellow out, but there's more brown out. That's what she said.
Brown out is when you lose power.
I don't.
Oh, I thought it was when you shit yourself.
No, it's
That's the brown mile when you walk to the toilet.
no, a brown out is when the power station cannot make enough power. So therefore, it's not a blackout because a blackout is like abruptly, whereas a brown out is like they can't make enough.
Yeah.
So they have to section off areas.
Hey, anyway, we should score.
Hang on, I'm gonna do a thing.
Oh, cheeky.
Yeah, yeah,
she
I'm
did
doing
it.
that. I'm doing that.
Oh,
Going for it. All right.
resurfacing.
I'm resurfacing it, so there's no random brown there.
So do you reckon if we play this again, there'd be way more resurfacing?
Well, I think we'd consider it more.
I think
I
we'd-
definitely would have resurfaced this one.
Oh yeah. I would have resurfaced this one and then probably had some more browns in the middle.
Yeah.
I think
Nothing in
we'll
the
see when
rule
we
says
get
a cat cannot be part of the board, which we did try.
It's true. Hang on. just a look.
Hang on, I'm just going to replay this.
First or second?
Let's go with the first.
This pile's actually getting some use now.
All right. Starting with Rebecca, we count the number of icons in each area that is marked, and your lowest number is scored twice. So,
Let's start
how
with-
would you like to count this?
Do you want to start with the last one first?
Yeah, what's your lowest one there, Rebecca?
It is the 3. So 1, 2, 3 versus 1, 2, 3, 4.
So that red
Yeah.
is scored twice
A
for
lot
6
of
points.
scarabs.
What have you got next?
We will then go yellow with 1, 2, 3, 4.
Scarabs.
Scarabs is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And Lotus.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Taking deck to 24 points. You're on writing journey.
Damn.
Do I want to do the individuals or just put it down the bottom? Oh, wait, no. First round is 24. I get
Exactly.
you.
All right. My lowest is the brown mask. I've only got a single point there, so that is 2 points. I then have my yellows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Up to 10.
My reds here for another 2. My cats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And my Lotus. 1, 2, 3, 4.
21.
21.
Close.
It's close, but really having that extra minimum score.
Yeah, that does make a
Really
difference.
helps.
More of a difference than I thought when I was reading the rules.
All right, Kai, what you got?
Cool, so my lowest is Scarabs with 2, so that's worth a total of 4. Then I've got Unks, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I've got Masks, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I've got Cats, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I've got Eyes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn shame I couldn't get 4 Scarabs. That would have been nice, because then my minimum would have been 8.
Wait, what did Kai get that wasn't? Oh, because you had 5 colors out, didn't you?
Yes,
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
20 points for Kai. And Lachlan, how you doing?
I'm bad at games.
So my lowest is the Lotus or Reeds, whatever. They are. There's 2 there, so that's 4 points. Then my Eye of Horus is worth 4 points. My Scarab is worth 3 points. My Unk's worth 3 points. My Mask is worth 4 points. And my Cat is worth 4 points.
22.
Oh,
Man, I'm so shit.
Do better, Kai.
dude, there is like 4 points from bottom to top, and then between everyone else, the biggest gap is
2.
4 between Kai and Beck, and then 2 between me and you, and then 1 between me and Tom. It's really close.
Cutthroat.
We played pretty aggressively.
That's round 1. We still have 3 rounds to go.
The interesting thing now, too, is that our dimensions are set for the entire pyramid now. Like, previously we were like, oh, do we put it this side or that side? Now,
Yeah,
when
like
you
we
put
can't
something,
choose to rotate it.
that's where it goes.
So,
Whoever scored lowest goes first in the next round.
So that is
Just
Kai.
He just made that up, so he can go first.
honestly, I'm glad he said that because I don't want any of the
Shut
tiles
up.
that are there. All right, Kai.
All right, let's...
Here's the real next
I
player.
haven't even thought about it. Okay, let's have a look.
So remembering that tiles that stay on the outside still score.
Yes. So what I'm trying to look at is where I have these colours meeting on the outside to try and keep them together.
To be fair, I've found what you want.
Yeah, so I was looking at this
Yeah.
one originally because I can go gold and
Very.
blue. However, there is no score for that gold space.
It would just connect all the outside gold spaces.
But if you had another gold, then you could connect it.
It's possible, but I mean, these gold ones are connected already. It's not like
Yeah.
I'm trying to link it elsewhere. Or this one here could sit here and score for both my brown and blue.
That's a good point.
It just means that I need to be careful not to... Actually, hang on. Where does it sit there? I need to be careful not to block off my other gold opportunity.
Oh, that breaks my brain with how they overlay like that.
And it's
I
hard
like
because
offset.
they're also like not super. They're pretty thick tiles.
They're thick
But
tiles.
there's-
I'll also say the lines that separate the different sections are thematic in that they're, broken, cobbled, stony looking things, but they're still quite thick and clear in like how they show.
But they have to be because then because obviously the first layer you're working in groups of 4, and now you're working in the single groups when you're overlapping.
I honestly think like a premium version of this game would be just thick tiles.
The premium version of this game
Just to
Lego.
actually make a pyramid.
No, it's just Lego pieces.
Yeah, look, I'm going to go with the teal and brown.
Good call.
What I am going to do, because I can only play one jewel token at this point, is go with the scarabs at the moment. because I think I have a better chance of creating a big scarab area than a big mask area, and we'll see.
But if you're saying
How plays
that,
out.
then you're going to play more scarabs and you can score them later on. If you're not going to play masks, you want to put it down now. You actually want to do the opposite.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah. Because if your plan is to play yellows there, you're not going to play brown there.
Yeah.
Or if you think you're going to play more blue over here.
Yeah, and if you wanted to like go down the mask avenue, you do have these two on the outside, so you could.
Well, yeah,
like,
that's kind.
that's also another
that's
move.
actually where my brain was. You just
Reminded you the next
reminded
part.
me that the next part was I think this might be a bigger brown area, so to save the brown for there.
Would it make, just because now I'm curious, would it make more sense to flip that tile so that the mask was closer to the center? So instead of having the teal on the inside, have the teal on the outside?
What, like that?
Yeah, because
use
it would
teals.
And then my
possibly...
teals aren't touching.
Your teals aren't touching, but would it be possible to connect them later? Probably not.
And this way, these are going to be on the outside of my next layer.
Yes. So you're keeping scarabs there? You're gonna change it to
Good
that?
talking,
Keep
everyone.
a scarab. That's what we're going to do. And from here,
Good talks, everyone. Well done.
Yep.
Yay.
Oh, magnetic tiles. Yeah, that could work.
that green's going to be good for some people.
For one person.
For some people who will remain nameless in case Beck gets embarrassed.
Show them. They can't see it. All right, Lachlan, those are your choices.
I think this one on the end is looking pretty tasty. Like this red horse eye and the blue scarab, but I think it's the same dilemma that
It's coming for
Kai's...
you, girl.
Cat in a box.
That's what he's doing. He's
Is
just
he alive or dead? This one on the end, I think it's going to have the same dilemma where it's got two symbols and you have to decide which symbol you want to go with first to try and capitalize on that. But then I also need to figure out how things actually... So if you put it there, then you've got only two wide, right? You can only place two tiles before you run out of space. And then the other way
Gary,
is like one...
he really likes
I think everyone's turns are going to take a little bit longer as we get our brains around the 3 dimensions, so I'm going to pop to the toilet very quickly.
Do it.
Actually,
Yeah.
I'm going to create a line for that.
Create a line.
Do we just want to have a break
Yeah.
and pretend it's between each round?
Okay. We can do that.
I mean, when I get back, you'll have your turn.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever. I don't
Otherwise, what do you guys think if I took the... Can I please have the other one? I just want
Yeah.
to see how it looks on
No,
the
see
board.
how it,
Sorry. I think one thing it could do for you, because that's exactly what I was thinking of, that's now the outer edge of your top layer.
Yeah, and that's a lot of scarabs.
that's a lot of scarabs.
Because this one here was kind of good, but they're the wrong way around for it to really work.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it would work for this, like, this
You'd
would
also
overlay,
give it one more, yeah.
and like that would work for all these, like, these reds for this round, but not for
The
the
next
future rounds.
round.
Whereas this is like continuous scarabs, which is just a solid play. So this one was here.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to go and do a resurface,
Okay.
I think.
Spicy.
Spicy meatball.
Because I could resurface it to red
Yes.
instead of the blue to make it work for me. Or I could resurface it to another scarab.
I think you want to keep that scarab resurface for later.
The scarab resurface for later.
Honestly, yeah, because you
And
might
then the
end
red,
up like
the red's just working for me, hey?
yeah.
I like that. Okay. But we are going to put it on the scarab
Yeah.
side. And then we will replenish. Damn it, Beck. We'll go with the red. Which, I mean, both work for you quite nicely.
I can make either work, yes.
Yep. And that was my turn. Now it's over to Beck. Also, mummies are short.
Because they were mostly children.
They shrunk.
And also just they were shorter people than what they are today. Short kings. Literally.
You'd have been a pharaoh if you were born.
What are you thinking, Beck?
I'm trying to think of how many I need.
It's the old age old. Have you seen a dead body? Yes. Very old.
So it's
Museums.
4 across by 3 down.
Yep.
So you missed it, but I played this one here and I resurfaced.
That's a lot of scarabs in one little
a lot of
high,
scores.
I think what once was my lowest scoring
It's only
area
5.
might need to become my highest scoring area.
Yeah, okay.
The only thing I'm kind of stuck on is I'm gonna end up covering one of these Eye of Horuses anyway.
I think
Always are.
Yes.
Spoken on that.
So
do I
I
have to put it
might-
down?
Sorry, let's let Beck think stuff through.
Yep.
I'm gonna end up covering one of these Eye of Horuses anyway. So I might as well make sure I cover it now with something that's gonna guarantee me 2 points. With this,
That's a good choice.
keep it on the edge. Does it benefit me going this way? Not really.
Yeah, see, I'd put it that way because you've got so much option for teal, but you don't have a lot of option for yellow. So it just keeps that open a bit more for you.
Yes. All right.
And then you replenish?
Replenning. I really want this green to hit the field, but Tom's going to gain too much from it if I put it out. So.
No, what are you talking about?
Damn. So
talking
before
about?
Tom has his turn, so Kai's just clarified that when I resurfaced, I actually do have to put an
What was
eye
I
on
thinking
it,
about?
which is kind of saved my bacon because otherwise now I don't have to worry about
Oh, interesting.
So when you resurface,
you must.
you must mark the resurfacing card with a dual marker of the same color.
Interesting.
If you can.
If you can.
But Beck couldn't in the
I
previous
couldn't
round.
because I had resurfaced with one that I'd already put out.
Interesting.
Nope.
So that kind of worked. Yeah, that works way more in my favor because now it's like
Yeah, that makes
both
it,
Hi,
areas
Ice
are
Rider.
getting scored.
It's like a 9-point turn.
makes it a far more interesting decision.
Yeah,
Um,
because
makes my choice far easier as well.
because it makes
everything
resurfacing
sucks.
more valuable for really capitalizing on not having to wait to put a symbol down in that area.
Absolutely.
Is that good? Is that good?
It means I'm far more open to doing something like this.
Hello.
What a puzzle!
It is.
Hmm.
Look at you. You're such a good face.
Possibly this. Why am I taking that?
I'm like, wait, I
was like,
are
give me
you
tiles.
planning turns
I
ahead?
meant I saw the different things.
Can't have that tile, sir.
Tom's cheating.
Only a little bit. Because then I can.
Hello, Tank. He just loves getting under your arms when he's like, your arm is closed. I need to be in it for hugs. Mm-hmm. Yes, mister.
I
What a good
think
boy.
that's my best play.
Okay.
Is slap that there, get the 2 points of the red on the outside, and give it one of these.
Give it a bit of a resurface.
Give the old 1-2.
Because that gets me that one, gets me that one, and then hopefully I can connect everything up for a lot of yellow points continuously. Yeah, because everything else was garbage.
Beck, question. Have you got one of those like head things where you like,
I have a head massager for a cat that Gary fucking hates, but Tank might like it.
Okay.
To the bathroom.
I did, but I'm not sure if we're going to schedule a break.
Just go now.
Okay.
I'm looking at this teal and red one thinking that my teals and reds over there can match up. But it does kind of lock off the brown.
Tom, are you going to watch the Super Bowl?
Oh, God, here we go.
You best believe I'm getting up at 5 a.m. driving into a bar and having a great Monday.
oh man,
If you told me a month
Dude.
ago the Chiefs won a playoff game, I would have been happy. Chiefs getting all the way to the Super Bowl again on the back of like a top tier defense and the offense actually starting to fire again. Mwah.
and when my local bar in my town was like, we're doing the Super Bowl, I was like, oh, that's so much closer than going to where we're going.
Yeah, but
But also,
waffles.
oh yeah, also it'd be just be a good time. And then afterwards we can go
Play Commander.
anywhere else.
Very true.
Have a big nap after getting drunk at 7 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, we are.
As opposed to 7 a.m. at night.
Dude,
Yeah, day drunk. Because then you taper off
Yeah.
as opposed to sleeping it off.
$7 pints.
Last year was 5.
Yeah, that's fair.
Inflation. Yeah?
Inflation.
It's like 40% inflation.
That's not bad.
So I'm debating between these two tiles.
Round numbers, Kai. Round numbers.
Either of them will get me the red. My choice is whether I want to try and start scoring brown in that zone or kind of ignore brown a little bit and try to get the teal and red, which I think I'm going to do. Like it's locking off an icon completely. There's no way I can score this now. But
Just resurface.
what, no, so I want both of these ones. I think that's going to work better for me overall. So I'm going to pop the eye out there.
Just pop it out.
And replace it with basically the same token. Tile.
Interesting.
Thingy.
You'll love to see it.
Now you mention that, I'm going to see if this would fit, because the middle tile is also looking pretty enticing. So I could put it like here, which would just work, and it won't work for my outside, but it works for my outside scarabs.
It just works.
It just works. If Todd Howard was here right now, I'm so proud of you. Otherwise, this second one could...
Lost in Space makes a very good point. It's not day drinking unless you drink all day.
It'd be most of the day. And then this would... This then, like... Maybe I'm just going to have to wait for another brown to come up and really hope for the best, because I think this is going to be the option of putting this here.
Well, no one else really wants brown apart from Kai, and he's just kind of
I'm just kind of
stuffed himself on that one.
So
chilling.
I'm just going to put this red here next to this, and for this round, it's going to score me a decent amount, plus my scarabs are going off. Absolutely going off.
What would you like to replenish?
Ooh. Good question. I think both of them are good options for Beck. But I think we'll go with this brown one here. Do the piles get shuffled and redistributed if we want?
No, it does have to take the bottom of a pile to replace
Okay.
Makes sense.
piles
a good
that
idea.
have been depleted. So
He's putting the teal stuff there. Rebecca, you got some choices to make.
I do.
Do your second level tiles have to touch when played? I don't believe so.
they have to touch each other.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. It's still the
That
same placement rules where you can't just place it randomly on your
Yeah.
thing, which is good because obviously you saw me trying to totally not do that. But I didn't do it, so technically I didn't take my hand off the piece, so it wasn't cheating.
Exactly.
I was just mapping it out in my brain.
Exactly. Proud of you, Lachlan.
The thing that annoys me about it is I kind of wanted green to be my boy. I didn't want blue to be it. But I think it's going to have to be blue.
Well, you've got 3 greens on the outside versus 4
Yeah.
scarabs.
Yeah, but if she connects up her blue, it's all the blue.
Yeah.
Actually, no, you're right. From the second stage, all dominoes are considered connected. So
Okay.
because it's connected to the ones below it, you can place it.
Hell yeah.
All right. Good,
All right.
Good point.
Because if
Should have read that before our turns, but no.
I don't think it would have really changed my decisions.
I might have not put that there, but no, it's fine. Life sucks, then you die.
You heard it here first, folks.
he's not, he's right, you know.
Kai over here. Just
I know what I didn't do. I didn't put that there.
ball of sunshine.
And then,
Oh, cheating Rebecca. I'm just not showing Rebecca what it is. She's put it over there.
wow, okay. Yeah, it turns out I never put my Eye of Horus down.
Oh, what a cheater.
It was an accident. And then I'm putting my Lotus down.
Yeah.
Good move. Which one would you like to replenish, Beck?
That is a juicy looking...
Yeah, both of them work for you, so...
Not for me, for you.
Talking to Tom.
They're both for Tom, definitely.
No, you.
No, you.
Who's on first?
Will the game speed
Quick.
up with
Yeah.
less time
Because I think either
Either way.
one I put down you were going to take. It did not matter.
Did not matter in any way, shape, or form. This connects all my greens up in a lovely little line there.
Better put a
I
dude
will
on it.
mark that now.
Better replenish the pool.
Actually, we've had the cover on the pool, so it is not out of water yet.
And now I'm going to go use the bathroom, and Kai can make all his big fancy decisions.
Beck, why are you like this?
What have I done? I've done nothing.
You and your...
I have done nothing. Blame me not for your mistakes.
For my mistakes,
Your decisions have led you to this path. Oh, fuck.
led you to the fray.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to pop.
What a chaotic stream, yet also very chill.
Yeah. It's
Maybe
laid
because-
back is what it is.
Maybe because the game is chill enough that it's like it can be more chaotic, whereas really heavy games are just like
Yeah, look, the thing's
no, that's a
strong.
clip.
So I'm
it.
thinking about putting this teal and blue one this way so that I can
That's good.
get my cats and my scarabs.
That's
I'm
a
just
banger.
checking my other options here. Like I've got
Let's click on options.
this one with 2 scarabs,
Oh,
but nothing
two
else.
scarabs.
Unless I resurfaced it?
No,
Okay,
I
gotcha.
reckon.
Question mark?
Oh, I reckon. No, but I reckon the cat would be good because then you get your cats. But
Can I
like,
somehow
yeah,
make
you
my
have one.
masks and eyes linked together with this one? I don't think so, because that's like all skew-if.
That's higgledy-piggledy.
That's all skew-if.
And then you lock your red out.
Yep. Like that?
Tom cheered 2 bits from the can.
Is that his way of saying
200.
I'm going to be here for a number 2? 100?
I love this toilet 200.
Alright, I'm going to do scarabs and cats, and I'm going to put my cat icon out.
I like that. Can you please replenish?
No. Carry on.
Would you like to replenish? Get
It's
5.
like, I put that. That's me.
I'm done for the day. I'm going home. Oh, man.
I take that as a 2.
Yeah.
Well,
Number
because
2. Cheer once for yes, twice for no. Are you pooping? 5? What does that mean?
I'm going to take the middle tile, which has a mask on it and an eye.
Yeah. That's why you didn't want me to take that one.
Hell yeah.
5 is he trusted a fart.
And then and then putting my mask on this. So now my outside,
Yeah.
which is this
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure, I'm not going to get much more in terms of like the browns, but my reds.
Oh boy, the Reds!
The reds!
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried that I'm going to be like buried alive in the pyramid for not doing a very good job, but oh well.
Yeah, you're just going to get sacrificed to the crocodiles.
That's okay.
Oh, change
long as-
shot. Oh yeah, can you please change to...
That's what the bits were for.
What do you mean that's what the bits were
They
for?
weren't even anything!
Oh, it doesn't show up on here. All right.
What do you mean?
I don't blame you
He
for that.
had. He
I was
had,
I was sending bits being like, zoom out, Beck. But it did not work.
It didn't
Yeah.
say anything.
Did you consider sending a message saying zoom out?
I did, but it
did bits
just
first.
so Nestor cheered bits instead of
Okay.
Yeah.
Nestor cheered 5 bits. Or
Well-
5 bits, zoom out to 5 bits.
Well,
I'm
anyway,
sorry,
you
I
can zoom in
tried
on
to-
mine if you want, and we can redo that because I haven't.
Yeah, what'd you
finished the
do?
punching. So I placed this tile up the top here, which connects my masks, and it had an Eye of Horus as well, which is connecting some eyes.
Cute.
I mean, they're on the inside, but it's fine. Pretty solid play. Now I get to replenish the market. And everything is excellent for Beck in this regard.
Oh,
just remember, I can't resurface anything to blue.
It's true. She's right, you know.
No, she's right.
Yeah.
She's right.
I don't know if it'll help you with your decision, but I'm just reminding you so you don't have to worry about that.
What's the... Oh, but you still get your green. So if you were to put this one down, you could resurface that and connect them.
I guess.
It's much better. That tag was very scratchy.
You just
Scratchy that tag is.
that is incredibly scratchy.
Wait, did the whole tag just
No
come
wonder
off?
I was
No, you
fucking-
ripped it off.
No wonder I was uncomfortable.
Yeah. It's honestly why I changed my shorts before. 'Cause
Turn.
turn.
Yep. I replenished from the 3rd stack.
You did.
I did, because you were looking pretty keen on me doing the other one.
Yeah.
It looks like...
That may be the case, except one thing I've just kind of realized. Like, yes, having some blank ones does work for, like, getting tiles from other ones over to other ones.
This game's so vibrant, it looks like Tetris from here.
I think that this
it's a banger.
will work for me. Because that can go here.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good one.
It works with the Lellos.
That stinks. That's the tile I wanted.
I'm
Sucks.
so very sorry.
This be...
Don't you fucking lie to me.
I think this would be really interesting as a 3-player game.
Yeah.
4 is, like, brutal.
Cutthroat. Yeah.
What are you thinking, Beck?
I'm thinking.
Yeah, the first round score is always going to be around 20, but setting up the outside for use in later rounds is really the key to winning.
Yeah.
And we definitely tried that our hardest to get the outsides ready to work. So the outside is key.
You know what, Kai?
I feel like you were hyping that up as a favor, and I don't see it.
That's pretty
Okay.
good. You can put it there.
Yeah.
It's also a brown that can link back over to your browns over there. Potentially.
Cats.
Oh, wait, that's Tom. Oh,
Yeah. Do you want to change your mind?
no.
I'm
No.
just like, I'll have that.
I'm like, it's my turn. What are you all
I
talking
forgot
about?
it was Tom's turn.
I'm like, can I make that work? Never mind.
Doesn't matter. Tom's got it now.
See you later.
Fucking get infected crocodiles.
Because it's only one that's marked that matters, isn't it?
Yes, but you have to mark it.
Yeah. So I think that's my best play.
Mark.
And mark the kitty cat.
Good old kitty cats.
I need to take a trip to my dad's place.
The sphinxes.
The sphinxes.
Slam that one out there.
Sphinxes.
What the fuck is happening?
What? What?
Of those two piles, the only ones that have been revealed are ones with two greens on it.
That's because no one was playing greens the previous rounds. Like, I have one green. Kai had,
No greens.
no greens.
All right, I'm just saying.
Don't like my greens.
We're just getting into the green territory. Made of people.
Soylent or otherwise.
All right. So do I use this one to simply give me scarabs?
That's good points.
That's good points.
To just simply get scarabs? Is that what I do?
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
I think everyone feels like they're in danger. If there are bad tiles, you are dead banana bread.
Yeah. Yeah. If there's bad tiles, it's all over the Red Rover.
I'm enjoying
Yeah,
this.
that's
It's cool.
I'm digging it.
That's just gonna have to do it.
And
Scarabs.
replan.
Yep.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, Guy.
Aw.
If you're looking at my board, either one of those works for me.
Yeah.
Beck's in a position where everything is good for her always.
Yeah.
Right.
Kind
Actually,
of.
Beck
Kind of.
Beck did set
Not-
herself up really well.
Not 100%. Kind of.
Kind of.
Kind of. I will not tell people how.
All of those suck immensely.
Everything is sucky.
Everything sucks. Everybody's fucked.
Okay.
Yeah. That was... So... Yeah. It's not great.
Nah, it's awesome. What are you talking about?
It's not even a little bit good.
Are you sure
I'm
it's
having
not?
a great time.
So it's not a great pyramid. It's okay.
It's just an okay pyramid.
Wait, what have I missed?
Oh, Beck.
Oh, the Great Pyramids. Fuck.
Jesus.
It's that kind of morning.
Oh, Moses. Okay, I think the scarabs kind of suck because I've already locked myself out of scarabs. I can't do any more scarabing over here. That's just kind of how it is.
That is
So
very
now
good.
I'm in the position of just how do I make this work for me the best. So we're going to do this, but we're also going to resurface into cats. And so I'm going to put these down.
It's just secondary surface.
Lost in Space makes a very interesting point that it's harder to differentiate between the level 1 and level 2 tiles because, top-down shot is going to look interesting.
That's why I tried to separate them.
All that matters is that the same colors are connected. So it shouldn't, strategy-wise, the level 1 and level 2 doesn't actually matter that much.
Right, sorry.
I also understand it from the point that Lost in Space is making, where it's harder for chat to decide.
Yeah, 100%. But as long as you can see matching colors, you can tell that we're doing okay, I hope.
Yeah, and you know what? You'll probably see the colors better than we do because we can see the differentiation, whereas you can just see the colors.
The issue I'm having is
So, like this little area,
Maybe it's the
this
outer
little
ones.
area.
it's
sounds
seeing, because it's now
It's
slightly
bleeding.
off by one, it's seeing how things fit together so that you don't wind up shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
How good shooting yourself in the foot?
What you got,
So
Beck?
good.
I
got
replenish.
Lachlan needs to replenish.
Fair. Very fair.
Oh, would you like this one or this one?
Oh, I don't know which one I would like. I actually didn't want that one.
I know, because I know that was the...
Got
Yeah.
Got him.
Anyway, I'm gonna take this one.
I can't even recolor into it. I've only got like gold and
Gary.
stone
Yeah.
left. And you haven't used any resurfacing.
Because yes, I could go for the greens. The only thing is while they would score well for this round, they won't wind up on the end. So
Yeah.
what I might as well do.
What gap are you looking to fill is the question.
Gap. Gappity map. Mappity gap.
Because this at the very
Not the
least
gap in the
becomes
map. Tap the chat.
a
Got to see.
4-tile score,
Mm-hmm.
which at the moment 4 appears to be my lowest score. I may get something lower, but 4 is now the lowest. But this at the very least is still something that gets me something.
Very cool.
Oh.
Gappy bar.
Capybara.
All right, Beck.
Capybara.
The cutest, the friendliest animals on earth.
You don't want to give me cats.
Yeah, but I also don't want to give you those grains.
Yeah, you got to pick one.
Oh, you both suck. Tom's the only one that you can play tiles anywhere in the game. Mine just kind
play
of,
tiles anywhere.
the way that I worked, mine just kind of worked out. I was like, there's
Yeah.
no way for it to not. It's too regimented. You could have asked.
Thank you. That's the one I wanted.
Yeah, I know, but either one would have worked for you.
Either one would have worked.
It
That's
didn't
the
matter
thing.
which one I picked, so there's no point in you being like, "That's what I wanted."
Oh man, a big plays.
No, basically what I'm hoping.
Mind games.
Mind games. One, it's fantastic for me to continue green and make a big splash of green. But 2, it hopefully lets me continue red, and I'm hoping I can have my minimum being like 3 or 4 and double that.
Just the thing I realized this in the first round. You don't want a bunch of empty space in the hopes of connecting spaces together, because this is just not scoring you anything, and that's 2 spaces you've now taken that aren't scoring you anything. So I don't know how much it's going to work for you.
We'll see how it goes. I'm keen. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
I replenished with some kitty cats there.
More symbols the better.
So, let's have a look. I can put it here
Damn, you took the kitty cats.
and get some more kitty cats. I could then resurface that to red
Connect.
and have
Dude, you
red
have to do
and
that.
some
Yeah.
cats.
You have to resurface that.
Or I could put it here, resurface it to yellow, and have a bunch of yellows.
That's also very good.
I will say
So if I put
currently,
it here, the cats are worth 4 to me either way I do it, right? So the difference is if I put it here, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unks.
Yeah.
So it's +5. Whereas here it would be +2.
But hear me out, are you trying to minimize your reds, so your horror size, because they're currently only worth 2 when you do your round scoring? Whereas if you do put it down, then it brings it up to at least a 4. Whereas if you put it over there, you have to hope, and you'll probably have to resurface just to connect them anyway.
All I'm hearing is you're probably resurfacing both.
Yeah, I'm probably resurfacing both unless like a yellow comes up. But if I do put it here, make that a red, and the red is then a 4, it's tied for lowest, which makes
Which
it
is good.
8.
No, that 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah,
That's gonna be
yeah,
covered.
that's gonna be covered. Yeah, good point. Good point.
Yep. But that's better than 2.
Yeah, it just means then I'm just YOLOing it for the rest of the game.
But you do
On the
have
tiles.
your red and you have your unk, so you still have whatever goes here. You can always just resurface.
Yeah,
it
I
to
know, but
make
then I
those
think
work.
for the final 2 rounds, I just have to go heart of the tiles.
Yeah.
and that's why I'm trying not to use my resurface tiles this round.
Yeah.
Because I've obviously used this one.
Yeah. Rip me, hey.
Hey, look, it might work out for you. It's just I don't want to be beholden to what's left.
You know what? I kind of feel like it works out this way, right? There is more space on the first round the second round, and there'll be less space on the final round with everything sort of visible. So putting your resurfacing to make this round work is going to be more beneficial than Heart of the Cards, because you're going to be Heart of the Cards anyway in the final round.
Yeah, you only play 3 tiles next round.
And then,
Yeah.
well, the final round, you only play 1 tile.
Yeah,
And I kind of feel like that's when you want to save a resurfacing, but...
it's a good
Yeah.
call.
That being said, I think I'm going to do it this way.
And then Heart of the
And hope for the
Cards.
best.
I love it.
I love
Oh,
it.
you can replenish this one.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll stay until my turn, when you've got reds hanging out.
Just hanging out.
I'm not touching reds.
Beck's got yellow.
I'll have
I
you
don't know what
know,
you're
Kai,
talking about.
Tom's got yellow and red.
I'll give you some inside knowledge. I do not want that fucking unk anywhere near me.
No, but these two do. There's no way it would make it back to me.
It's true.
The only way I'm getting it is if Tom's heart goes 3 sizes and he gives it to me.
Drew 3 sizes that day.
Well, I'm going to take this green, and I'm going to put it here, which locks my kitty cats off. But at least now my greens are not looking so bad. Now I'm at the heart of the tiles.
What Snoop?
Oh, Lachlan, 1 rebuilding tile.
So you know what? I'll just do this for you, Kai.
Gee, thanks.
You're welcome. I must say, we have the driest fucking skin. Look at this.
No,
It's
it's
from us. It's
it's
from,
from the cardboard tiles.
And Gary.
And Gary.
And mostly Gary.
Oh, I really wanted that green and blue to come out. So I could link
Well, that one.
could link them together.
So I was,
Big rip
You're
skis.
not sorry.
I'm not, actually. I didn't really think too hard about it. I thought this was good for both of you. Well, actually, it was only mainly good for Tom, realistically, because then
Yeah.
he can start connecting his reds like he wanted to do.
Yeah,
You could resurface it.
I don't want to resurface it.
Okay.
Tough choices, Rebecca?
It is tough choices. At the moment, my scarabs are actually only scoring me 4. My greens are scoring me 5. The anks are scoring 4, and the eyes are scoring 4. The scarabs might end up being the lowest scoring, so do I just forget about them for the time being? That's the question.
The question.
I almost feel like I kind of do that now. If I take that green with the brown, it goes in there. The thing that just bugs me then is I've got 1, 2, 3 tiles that aren't scoring me anything, and I feel like that's going to bite me in the butt.
Yeah, it's very much making the best of a bad situation.
I
Which
think
I like those kind of games, but sometimes the luck of the draw is frustrating.
frustrating. I think no matter
There's-
what, if my lowest scoring section is 4, it's not bad for me. So, sorry, you go.
No, keep going.
Not resurfacing this level. I can't do it. I can't.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. I will not. You cannot make me. However, I will.
Well, I don't think that the luck is more to do with like the draw as it is what other people are playing.
100%.
So I think the luck in this is nice because you can still see what's coming up and you've still got 3 options. Sure, they're not always great options for you, but it's not because you have a lack of options. It's just because other people, you're not working into what other people are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And that's hard with 4
it
players.
depends on how hate drafty you want to be about it.
I'm gonna go.
And we were
here.
pretty...
We are pretty cutthroat, but
Yeah.
not everyone is going to be like, well, I'm picking this tile specifically because it's bad for you. Like,
Yeah, if you were playing this with your family, it'd just be like, I'm having a great time.
no, I'd be like, die. No, only 3 tiles next round, and then only 1 in the final round.
Yes.
1 capstone.
Spicy.
Yeah. And if that doesn't work, it's going to be like, okay, this connects the most symbols up. The most symbols up.
Yeah.
But then that final round will be like double points.
Okay, I'm putting that one down. I can't spend too long picking a tile. Look, yes, but I'm not taking it because god damn would that have like not helped me.
Yeah, it wouldn't have helped you. And I apologize because I put that on the field.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Knowing that was going to be the case.
Am I cool if I just do that?
That's cool.
Go for it.
Browns.
Get some
Brown
browns out
town.
there, and I've extended my red, connected my yellows. Bunch of points happening for me right now.
If you can keep the yellow here, then
Then I'm set.
That's not good for you, man.
Man,
You're gonna have to resurface.
This sucks.
There's so much green, which is really causing issues.
Green's great. I love green.
Yeah, green is great. I had two tiles of green, which have kind of like worked in my favor.
like if you grab that blue one, it connects your scarabs to the outer edge, which gains you an extra point.
Yeah. But then he has to resurface that green, which you don't want the green anyway.
I'm resurfacing the green regardless, yes.
Yeah.
So that's what I was doing. Because if I put the green out and don't resurface it, so let's say for argument's sake I put it there and resurfaced the blank space, which sounds on paper like a good idea. The 2 becomes my lowest scoring space.
Yeah.
It means it's only scoring me an extra 2, whereas currently my lowest scoring space is 4. It's scoring me an extra 4. So
But at the very least, the blue becomes an extra point for your scarabs.
yeah, look, I'm not happy about how much resurfacing I've had to do, but it is what it is. There we are.
That's not horrible. How does resurfacing work if you're adding an extra layer to the pyramid? So I have a resurface down here, actually. So if you want to focus on me.
The resurfacing are like card thin, so they don't interrupt your like stacking.
They're pretty much paper,
Um,
and then they just sit underneath.
yeah.
Oh, jeez.
No, you don't.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
You can't just disassemble the pyramid.
And it works really well because you kind of forget that you resurfaced it. Except for like the little triangle in the corner.
Except I've covered my triangle, so I do forget sometimes.
Fair enough. May I please have the 3rd tile?
Oh.
Yep. Because this is a beautiful work of art here.
Oh, look at it go.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
And then Beck would love that. So I will have the 3rd stack replenished, the 3rd spot.
Stack the 3rd.
Is your smallest 5?
I think so.
That's amazing. That's honestly incredible.
That's why I
Which-
resurfaced it. I was like, what's my minimum? How do I average out my minimum?
You're welcome, gentlemen, because I'm the one that reminded you of that. Now, Lockie made an assumption.
Okay.
You assumed that I would
No.
want the yellow and the blue.
Uh-huh.
Except if I put out the blue, I would have to mark it unless I chose to resurface it, which, as you may remember, I've said I'm not resurfacing this round.
Sure.
So instead, I want this green
Okay.
because while this will no longer, like, this won't score me anything, but I don't have to score it,
That's cool.
which means
That's good play.
Look, you can resurface it, I'm just saying. Make it a cat.
I could also make it a green. Keep my greens going over here. Except I'm not resurfacing this round.
Oh, she's not resurfacing. Guys, did you hear that? She's not
Sticking to it.
resurfacing this round.
Because
Stick to it.
I would like
Sticking to
to
her
keep
guns.
my options open.
All right, that's
For
bold,
future
bold
rounds.
play cut, and we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah. What does Tom need to finish this out?
He needs
So many
unks and cats.
Yeah, honestly, I
And
needed a
eyes.
yellow and I can't get it.
Yeah.
And he's already used that resurface.
Oh, he's
Just
used the
don't give him
resurface.
yellow, whatever you do.
No,
She can't.
She can't.
I won't.
She can't.
Can't.
So you can give him a brown is probably the least useful thing to him.
For
Because the
now.
cat will go into his pile. And if you give him the brown, if he takes the brown, he's got choice of brown, and he would have to put a marker on it.
Yeah.
True.
But you probably just take the.
He'll probably just take that one though.
Yeah, he'll just take that. But let's put the brown out.
But so the thing is, this one isn't great for me either.
Right.
It's not.
Because
It's
it
not.
either goes this way and it's not connected, or it goes this way and it's not connected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You just score one or the other colour.
Send it full send, all green. Green is go.
So what I have to question here is what becomes my lowest. So if I do it this way,
Red's still your lowest.
red is my lowest with 3. Where if I do it this way,
Remember we looked at the rules and we thought, that's a weird rule for scoring.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now it's like,
That makes sense.
Mathematically,
That's a
mathematically, your lowest is always going to
Always
be
gonna be
4.
four.
So you'd be better off making your red score you 4 points now
but mention that, yeah.
rather than making your cat
what's
score
that?
you 5
the minnows? No, you didn't.
because the red is going to be your lowest then.
Throw me to the
with
crocodiles
3.
already.
Yeah, I'm just considering some
Just like your game.
resurfacing.
Okay, I'm done. You talk. You do your thing,
No, not because you're absolutely right. My
I'll
lowest is
bring back
always
this.
going to be 4.
which is 8 points.
Yeah. However, I can maximize by doing that. I don't know if it's a good idea, but then I'm scoring 5 points for red, and my lowest is still 4.
Yeah.
Or I can do.
But you're also setting up for the next round
Yeah.
with the red. Or do you want to try and
like
make a...
that's the thing, right? Like I majorly set up for red next round, and have a lot of reds on the outside that I can potentially connect
Fun fact, there's more reds than any other symbol.
in general, or
In the game.
Yeah.
really?
Yeah,
Yes.
there's a
No,
breakdown
there's
of
more greens.
Oh, there's more green? Sorry.
Hell yes.
Reds are the second most.
Yeah.
Interesting. I thought they would have been even.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not human elves.
No,
yeah,
no.
we explained
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, no, interesting. Cool.
But-
I'm going to do that. I think that gets me the most points and sets me up for a bigger play next time, but also leaves me with my brown and blue tile to potentially capitalize on this little corner in the bottom.
Yeah. So, unlike other games where it's evenly spread, but I think, King Domino's got a weird spread as well. This has not you'd think that there'd be the even amount of tiles with the number of symbols, but it's not. There's like a varying degree, which
Yeah.
is interesting.
Yeah.
But it didn't work out that way at the start because even though there's different numbers of symbols, it doesn't always work out in your favor. You're kind of going down a certain avenue and you can't always, because we didn't see barely any reds in the first round.
Yeah. All right, we're starting with Rebecca for scoring again.
Yep, might as well.
Do you know what your lowest one is, Rebecca?
Yeah, my lowest is 4.
And which one is that? It's tied between a few of them?
It's tied between 3. My blues, my reds, my yellows. That
Alrighty
might
then.
bite me in the ass, but we'll see. So I get 8 for red. Then yellow is 4. And then scarabs are 4. And then my greens are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Takes back up to 49 points.
Oh my god.
So 24 minus 49 is 25 points.
Yeah.
God damn.
I believe that's correct. We might get someone else to double check. So I'm going to count total points, and if you can just do maths in your head to count points they score for this
You lost me
round.
at maths in your head.
Hang on, I'll just do it on my calculator.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Beck's got points for this round. Me.
Because I need to redo mine to make sure you did it right.
Yep. So it's 8 plus 4 plus 4, which is 16.
Hang on.
Plus 9 is 25.
Yeah. Happy with that.
8 is red,
Yep.
plus 4 for yellow, plus 4 for blue, or teal,
Yep. Plus 9.
plus
Math,
9
cool.
is 25.
Yeah.
Did the Egyptians invent math?
Probably. All right. As we previously discussed, my lowest is 4. So I get 8 points there.
It was the Arabs.
It's true.
I then have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points for green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points for red. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points for yellow. Leaving me still 4 points behind Beck.
I have that at 24.
24? Cool. So 3 points
46.
behind Beck.
No. Yeah, 46.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, Kai, how'd you go?
My lowest is tied for 4, so let's count red as 8. 4 for blue,
Yeah. 12,
5 for yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
17.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 scarabs.
24.
I will
Kai's-
recount my points. We'll come back to that.
Plus Kai's original score of 20,
So
That's,
44.
44.
All right. My lowest is a 5. You chumps. Huge. No, it's not really going to come. Because she had a goddamn 9. A goddamn 9.
Yeah, well, that's what 10.
Yeah, but her
That's what 10. 10.
10.
That's fine. We'll get there. All right, you get 10
Your
points.
lowest was 5.
10. All right. which we'll do browns. So then that counts as 10. Then we've got my scarabs, which is 6. So 16. Then my eyes of Horus is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So another 6. Then we've got my cats 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 points. And then 6 for my reeds. What did I get?
I have 33, which would put you at 54. Yeah.
Do you need to put me down one? Yeah.
Yeah. I believe I am down 1. I will just double check. 4 times 2 is 8. Plus 1, 2, 6, 14. 19. 24. Yeah.
I only had one space they didn't score.
Oh, you know what I did?
Wrote them in the
24?
wrong persons.
Oh, no.
Beck,
That's all good.
Tom, Kai, Lachlan. Beck had 24 the first round. Lachlan had 22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Kai had 20.
Hang on. Lachlan had 22. Kai had 20.
Sorry, Tom had 21.
Tom
So, Tom, I am on 55.
And then Kai had 20.
Yeah, we'll check it in a moment.
Yep.
Beck
Then you
got
had 25.
25. Tom got 24.
Yeah.
I also got 24.
Kai also got 24. And then Lachlan got 33.
Suck up.
And then that means that Beck is on 49, Tom is on 45, Kai is on 44, and Lachlan is on 55.
Nailed it.
Hell yeah.
If that all sounds right.
That
And it
sounds
does sound perfectly correct. And Kai, once again, was the lowest scorer.
See, it's all strategy, right? To go first.
So, you guys tied with 24. But does that mean because your overall score?
Actually, if the rules actually state the lowest scorer, I think it depends on how many people play Jules.
Oh,
So-
yeah, okay.
Yeah, if it's the lowest, if it's tied.
I was going off lowest total score.
No, if it's lowest score for the round,
Oh, okay.
and then it's
Number of jewels.
then it's next in player order.
But
I think.
Damn these first player rules.
well, it's important.
Very important. It's just hard to keep track of. You finding it, Lachlan?
Scoring remains the same, however, because areas span multiple stages.
While they figure that out, we have those videos live every single week. You can come and join us both live on Twitch and YouTube. We live stream both simultaneously, 9 a.m. Australian Western Standard Time. We do this playthrough, we do a how to play, we talk about movies. We just generally have fun, hang out with chat, and then review the board game at the end, where we chuck it up on our Nerds of the West ranking list, where we compare games not based on an objective score, because it's hard to say that this game is better than something like Ark Nova, when Ark Nova takes 4 times the time to play. We consider table space, we consider playtime, we consider if it does what it says on the box, and we consider if we had a fun time playing it. Did you figure it out?
It says that if 2 people tie, then it just goes to the next person.
The next tied player. In case of a tie, so the player with the lowest number of prestige points for this stage begins the next stage. In case of a tie, the tied player next in the current turn order begins the next stage.
So Kai started, and then Tom and Kai were tied for lowest.
Yeah.
So am I next in the turn order because I'm first in the turn order? Or is Tom next in the turn order because it starts from...
Yeah, I think it's you, because...
I think we
it's
just
first
start
in
with
order.
Kai, because he's also technically lowest.
The shittest.
All right,
By
Kai, what you got?
1 point, Kai.
Fine.
1 point, Kai. You're
I'll take
not
next.
losing.
Yank and the cat. And if I put it this way, it does mean that I have to put the next one there and then one there. So just making sure I'm not going to end up with a pyramid that falls over.
Fair.
That's what you want. Replenish.
It's all garbo all the time.
It's so much garbage.
Can I interest you in some brown?
You can actually.
Brown Town.
I will take said brown. Actually, can I have a look at the one on the ends just to see if this would work in my favor?
No, it's stonework.
Starting doesn't matter.
Don't worry.
Whoever- Okay.
Yes, you have to choose if you're marking yellow or blue, Kai.
I do.
Please leave. Oh
I thought
god.
that was okay.
All right, so I'm going to put this brown here, which is then going to get marked, and now I have 7 brown.
Mm.
Yep.
What are you replenishing?
Oh, sorry.
And I replenish it with a scarab and a cat.
Rebecca, what are you thinking about?
Thinking about how I didn't quite realize it was my turn. However, this is why I kept my resurface tiles. Because at this point, it doesn't make much sense for me to try and score brown because I don't have brown on my outer edge. So, and we're at a point now where I shouldn't be having 2-point browns, like
Yeah,
2-point scores.
Maximize.
I should be maximizing. The scarab there is the best for me. Thank you.
Yep.
Because it will go here.
And yeah, I think that's where Beck's going to be right, where using that resurfacing for the very end is going to come in handy because she can maximize what she's going to score.
This-
It's not only maximize, it
This-
lets her duel both of them.
This is
Huge.
That's disgusting.
Massive.
That is fucking filthy.
Yeah.
That is 10 points.
maybe. The problem is that the only one I have left is that, and I don't know how it's going
It's
to work.
11. 12 points.
Yeah.
Look, the point is,
Boy, I think Beck's going to win this game, lads.
Look, we'll see. Duel them up.
oh yeah, I have to do both of them.
You have to do
Yeah.
both of them because you use the resurfacing tile.
Yeah, because you put the tile down, then you put your
Yeah.
symbol down, then you resurface, and then you put your resurfacing down. What would you like? I know you really want this, because I also really want it. It would be absolutely amazing.
I'm sorry, my love.
Yeah.
Oh, you're sorry, are you? You're sorry, are you? What are you doing?
Well, I'm trying to decide what works worst for you of the two that
The
I
problem
put out.
is, if you do worse for me, it helps them. And Lachlan is currently your closest competitor.
That's true.
Just help me.
Now, Beck, let me remind you, Tom. That's my argument.
I think
Who's the
Let me remind
Case closed.
which one of us is the jerk who's close to you in points, and which one of us
He's just the jerkiest jerk.
loves you and cares about you and looks after the cat
I think-
and the dog.
I think that you're looking at this the wrong way. And instead of choosing who you should help out of the two people who are closest, you should help the person at the bottom. Because I am the least threat.
I'm going to select
And if you could boost me in like second place, we'd
the
fucking both
red
do it.
and teal tile out in the market, please.
Does this game have politics in its
All games have politics when we play them.
It's impossible to not have politics in a game like this.
It sucks, but I think that's what I have to do.
You could make it a cat. You can make it a double cat.
Yeah.
Reset.
Well, I could make it a double cat, or I could.
Dual brown.
Yeah,
Brown Town.
Brown also doesn't work so great. Like, I could then score the cat as well. The point is, none of it is good.
Oh, I would have to agree with Tom here. Nothing's good.
Everything sucks.
Everything is a full.
I think that's my play.
Guess okay, that's better than Kai getting it.
I'm very much leaving myself in the heart of the cards for the future, but that's my play.
Okay.
I get that one. I get that one.
Boy, this chill
I'm scoring.
45-minute game has been so cutthroat.
Something.
Damn, it's nearly midday.
That says more about us than it does about the game.
100%.
And we fit
hundred.
we also fit in a podcast beforehand.
Yeah, that's true.
That
We
was
spent
100%
45
going to be
minutes
my
talking.
point. Is you could play this game in half an hour.
Oh, you
we
could.
never will, but you could.
Yeah.
You could absolutely do that.
So Kai has taken a scarab and a cat, and he's
You're
now
welcome, Kai.
trying to. That's pretty solid. That's a lot of cats you got there.
Scarab and a cat. Scarab and a cat.
Put me in a boy.
Now,
What?
That's an anti-Dom thing.
Okay.
I can only put mark one of them.
That's why I was okay with putting that for you.
So, the scarab is
Resurface your cat.
Just resurface your cat to a cat.
to a cat.
No, it means he can resurface anything else he places next to a cat.
Okay.
He could resurface his last tile as well to a cat to be on that stack.
Ooh,
Apparently that was improvised because they just didn't have... They needed to put something there. So
Yeah.
it was like,
Boy, he takes it. It's on, boys.
Okay, so this green's going to go here. And the green's going to get scored.
Look, I had to give you a green one or the other, so.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Alright.
Sorry, where'd you put that one, Lachlan? So,
Spicy. Okay, so I put it over here, connecting my greens over here to these greens over there, which worked out quite well. I didn't have a lot of options. Otherwise, I could have taken that and scored my cats. But I think connecting my greens worked out the best.
yeah, I'm really seeing the path of if you can get a good minimum score.
Connecting them. And then this is not a good time. And I am at the mercy. But I am really hoping that my last resurface will connect my...
Because if you do that, right, if you can get a single teal tile, your minimum is 6, and then your other ones are huge. Like
Yeah. I mean, if I had a red, that could also benefit me.
Yeah.
And I unfortunately would not... I could then put this down to score these, but it's really just
Lots
banking.
to consider. Rebecca, how you feeling?
And then the final round will just be poos. Whereas Beck just goes, well, I saved my resurfacing to the last round, so
Yep.
score everything.
No, because my last resurface is a blue. So what it means is that I would just...
Yeah.
I need to stack it in the right way.
Or you could just not care about it and...
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I could just...
You just not care about the game and go.
Yeah, we can
leave.
just... Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so you guys can all take 20-minute turns, and then it's my turn. It's like, can you hurry the fuck up, please?
That's not what I said.
You know what? You've already won, Beck, all right? That's what we're getting at
I
here.
haven't won. You're in the lead. Shut up.
Come on, Beck. Let's be real. You are scoring some mighty fine points over there, and we're just feeling a little bit shit. We suck at this.
Because
Forward planning of this game, you know, because...
ideally what I want to do is... Because it's at this point that you can't have something that isn't scoring you points. That's where we're at. You can't have something that's not scoring you points.
Or you can just score a butt ton of points and not more.
Yeah, but I don't know if this will score me a butt ton of points, because if I take the teals
Dude,
and put the scarabs over here
butt stuff.
and add 2 to
You okay
1,
there, buddy?
they're only...
You okay there, man? Just sitting there thinking about butt stuff?
Already 6. If I only score those 2, it becomes my lowest, which makes it a 12 score.
So just left field.
It was incredibly left field.
All right.
So what you got to do is make sure that none of your tiles you place now score, so that your minimum score is your freaking teal.
Yeah. That's...
But I don't think that's worked for me this game. I think by me...
I can pass it.
I know. I think it is a strategy. I have to work into the assumption that green might come out. I mean, it's a terrible assumption.
That's the dilemma here, is that you banking so much on certain things.
In saying that, it's not integral.
No, because you can go around the outside.
I round the
Round the
outside.
outside.
Round the outside. Wah, wah, wah.
Now, I wonder how your games would be different if someone brought in a chess timer. Look, we've considered it.
We have...
It's not called a chess timer, it's called a Sean timer.
That's...
I was actually really expecting you to give me the technical term name for it.
Disappointing.
Stopwatch.
I'm looking at Tom's board state, trying to figure out
Dude,
what he would
Just
want.
make me cry.
Dude, just a chess time with 4. Just
Can I make a suggestion? Can you put the teal one back so I can have it?
Well, do you want better? I'll give Tom 2 of the same tile.
what I love.
No, Kai, it works for you because your browns will score.
I don't want my
Single
brown.
tear.
Well, then figure it out.
I'm fucked.
I hope this screws you over.
It does. It really, really does.
All right, just so you know, I didn't like this game because the RNG and not everyone's screwing you out of your turns.
I just want to know that I never once screwed you out.
I've-
You're the furthest away from that.
Well, you can't
I've
prove that I
never-
would have done it if I was sitting over there.
Oh, Lord.
Conversely, Tom screwed me out of a bunch of turns. So really, I'm taking the high road.
This is actually hilarious. I have not had so much fun with a game like this in a long time.
Yeah, I do that and hope for the best.
It's all just the drafting. Okay, you gotta put your guy down now.
Brown Town.
Brown tiles. Bullshit. What do you need? Brown tiles.
Doesn't matter.
He needs teal.
Well,
Stop seeing left of
do
Tom.
I want brown and blue or blue and brown?
Hear me out. Get a brown and blue and turn it into a blue and blue. So that the brown doesn't score.
They're like complete.
They're not.
They're not quite
The only
identical.
difference is the position of the mask,
things.
which is irrelevant.
Yeah.
Is it relevant which pile I can pull from?
Don't look over here.
Where else am I gonna look?
Just avert your eyes.
Back.
Avert your eyes.
All right, now I have to put down a mask, which is unfortunate. I was hoping that 6 would be my lowest scoring, but no. So mask it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Same as that'll give me the red.
Now we'll give me the red. The red will also give me the red.
Whoa, hold on. You're blowing my mind.
Hang
So
on.
I'm
This
gonna
confuses me.
I'm gonna take this, and then I'm gonna convert this into a scarab
Nice.
and score both. And my reds are now a minimum of 5.
Amazing.
I hate board games.
But if I didn't, right? But I needed that.
Honestly, I think I just got screwed by no yellows ever coming out.
Yeah, yellows.
We both went hard on yellows in the first round,
And it
and then
just-
just never saw them again. Yeah.
That's all right.
I mean, it's set you up,
Refresh
though.
for Beck.
They
It
have
might
scored you decently.
matter what you put out to Beck.
Pick a thing, put it out.
Oh yes, pick a thing, put it out. Pick a thing, put it out. I will have the kitty cat and the eye, please.
Or
Or what?
do the red and the red.
Ah yes. No.
Oh, damn. That's a shame. So,
Because then you can convert your kitty cat to a kitty cat and score both. Red.
the annoying thing is do I be a tool and do math now?
Yes.
Math.
Math.
Oh, wait, next round's gonna be
'Cause
our
if I
fastest round
take-
yet.
Well, we'll see.
It's like everyone's gonna calculate exactly what each tile does for
Yeah.
them.
Actually, no, I don't want to do that. No, because if I take the red and put it there so that this is the 5, then
minimum becomes
the minimum
one.
becomes the cat, which
Yeah.
I don't want. So I'll take the green, please.
You're welcome.
I'm better off with blue, just not scoring anything for now. Phew.
Sometimes not scoring is good. Oh, you connect.
Oh God!
That's
No,
what
no,
I
no.
meant.
Do you want to know what I've just realized? You place one tile in the final round,
Yeah.
which means you only theoretically place one duel.
Yes.
Yes.
Which means the final one that you place and score is your minimum,
Yes.
which gets doubled.
And Beck's got a resurface, which won't really possibly help her.
No, but if she can get a green tile.
Oh, if she can get a green tile, she wins by a long shot.
All right, Beck, give me a tile.
Wait, this is a game of foresight. Is there a god of foresight in Egypt? Because, goddamn. Hopefully I've just outplayed well each round enough to deal with
Just zig to
Beck's
zag.
shenanigans over here.
My shenanigans are giving me heart palpitations.
It's stressful, man. It's so stressful.
All my work on green and yellow just turned into
gone.
nothing.
It's a
Turned
bit
into
like that.
mush.
I tried to do cats and that didn't work out for me. And then all of a
Yeah.
sudden greens worked for me.
Ollie, yeah.
I don't think I ever placed a teal tile. I think that's the only good choice for me. Is get that score 5. Otherwise, I could do that and hope to get a blue tile to get a big final score.
But yeah, you need a double blue to do that.
True.
This will be a
Wait.
chill casual game. Turns into almost June
None
levels
on
of
top of
backstabbing.
The piles.
Yeah.
I just want it to end.
Oh, wait, it gives it that complexity that it needs.
All right, Tom, replan.
Fuck no, you can't have a green.
Wow.
Ouch.
Rude.
All right, scoring.
Scoring, Rebecca, starting with you.
All right, starting with Beck.
This game.
What'd you got?
My lowest scoring section was 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which equals 12 points.
Pain.
Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's only 22 points.
Only.
Only 22 points.
There's more pens here if you need them.
This is supposed to work.
You're right. Your score's so big, the pen's running out of ink.
Yeah.
It worked on my hand.
Alright, takes you up to 71.
Okay.
Me, my lowest is 3.
So 6.
Fuck off!
Oh man, I'm right there with you.
Thanks for coming. And then my cats will score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then my browns score 5. For a total of 16. She says, be like 22.
Yeah.
I don't
me to
think it's that
61.
big, and I think
61, thank you very much. Not 16.
No, 16 for that round.
16 for the
Oh,
round.
16 for the round, sorry. But my brain.
yeah, I'm not arguing the total.
Kai, what'd you do?
Tom's dyslexic.
My lowest was also 3. 1, 2, 3, so that's 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for unks, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for cats.
19.
That's the 3 over what Beck got.
Yeah.
Still 8 points behind her. Lachlan, how'd you do?
Okay, so my lowest was 5. So
Jesus.
that's 10 points for my Eyes of Horus.
Yep.
Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for my reeds. Then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for my scarabs, and then 7 for my Mars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right, now can everyone get off my dick because Lachlan had a 30-point round.
Lachlan is 14 points in the lead.
Yeah.
And he has the option to score anything.
Yep.
Like, what?
Short King, you said it. Alright.
I go first.
You do. You do go first.
What gets me the most points? It's that one.
What a rant. When I was like, I score 7 and 7, that's 14 just there. Whoops.
I was so hoping that I would get the double teal that came out because then
Yeah.
I'd have 2. Both my loss would be 6. But you know,
What do you need, Kai?
either of those work for me, so I don't care
Okay,
which one
cool.
you say.
I scored 4 colours. I scored brown, green, blue, and red because I used a resurfacing tile, which allowed me to score this
Yep.
7 over here.
I'm just saying there's 7 there.
Yeah.
I can't stop them.
Because it was 6 the previous round.
I can only score 1 tile, so I'm taking this double red to finish off my pyramid looking nice and pretty. That will score me 5 points times 2.
And then you want to replenish with a...
Doesn't matter.
No, it really doesn't.
So there's no option for me to get an Unk because I've used my resurfacing tile already. So the Unks are irrelevant. After the Unks, the biggest group I've got is the cats, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them once this last tile is placed.
6, 7 if you get like a thing with a cat.
Yeah. So if I play anything and resurface it to another cat.
Yeah.
So I put down.
But you can... Oh, yeah, because you're resurfacing to a cat.
Yeah.
But you could, like, if there's anything you could score...
Yeah, so, like, okay, so let's say I did
brown.
this instead, right, and scored the brown. That's 4, but then I'm only doubling for
To 8.
8.
Plus if you resurface the cat,
Yeah.
because you
So
could
that,
then
okay, so
score
if I just
both.
placed it,
Yeah.
that would be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points.
Yep.
If I did 2 cats, it would be 1, 2,
14
3,
points.
4, 5, 6, 7, double to 14.
Yeah.
So it does not matter which way around I do that.
What's the tiebreaker? You're not tying.
Resurfacing tiles is the tiebreaker, I'm fairly sure.
Mm.
So I guess technically keeping the resurfacing tile is technical. Well, no, because I can't score them both because I
Yeah.
can only put one thing down.
Yeah.
Why can you put one thing?
Because you can only place one.
But if you resurface it, you get to place the other one.
Yeah. So
But if you
resurface
resurface it
Back
to...
so I have to resurface regardless. So
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
goes back to not mattering.
Yeah. But if you didn't resurface... I was just checking that you can resurface something to something else.
Have you considered... I'm assuming I've just missed this. Have
Yeah,
you,
he's counted it both ways.
with the mask, the resurface? Yeah.
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 Cool.
Replenish.
Green's worth a bunch.
Green's worth a bunch. Scarabs are worth a bunch. Brown's worth a bunch.
I think I'm about to get...
Red is my least favorable.
Oh.
But it's still worth a bunch.
We got hydrated. You drank hydrated.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I choose green, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
You'll
7.
also kill your mother, so you should consider not doing that.
Wow. Holy fuck.
won this
Have you
game.
met my mother?
Yes.
If I go red, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So green's still the better option in that regard.
But you can get 7 now.
I could get 7 from that one, but if I take this green, then Beck can't have it.
That's the game, ladies and gentlemen.
Because that gets me the 7 regardless of if I had chosen the 2 red. But
I tried debating with the 2 red. But
I know you did. I know you did.
I was always going to calculate from each tile.
Where was that one when I needed it?
It was under the other one.
Is that the devil's asshole?
The devil in this scenario.
No, half the Twitch stuff doesn't come through properly because we're using combined chat. Yeah, we're trying stuff.
Trying to do some
I
stuff.
have to stay upbeat and positive.
You got fucked.
Look,
I got reamed.
you're gonna beat me. So.
Everybody saw that you couldn't have green, and then I also saw you couldn't have green.
Sorry, Beck.
On the plus side-
Lachlan set himself up to be able to score on anything, which meant he could cut you off
Look,
from
let's look at the positives.
anything.
Shut up! You've been doing nothing but going, I suck, I'm the worst, I'm not winning at this game. And now you're like, oh, but on the bright
On the
side.
bright side.
Shut up on the bright side.
to a cat or a mouse because you didn't use it earlier. Remember, you saved it. You saved it.
She might actually kill us.
Because you thought ahead and you saved it.
Finally. Just the completely on. Hang on.
Camera! I look up and look, it's just gone!
Died in the hallway.
I need some air.
If I don't laugh, I'll cry because I've been completely fucked.
I don't think I've laughed.
If you remove his phone and keys first, you can ethically throw Kai in the swimming pool.
Is that ethical?
Oh my god, I don't think I've laughed that hard on stream before.
Sorry, Beck.
Oh my god, that was too good.
I am upset.
So he's just happy because he's winning. I'm happy because misery loves company.
Sorry.
I'm scoring 4 points for my last round. I'm fucked. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna fucking lose because I'm gonna fucking lose.
All right, then, ladies and gentlemen, we've built some pyramids. Let's do some scoring. As always, starting with Rebecca.
4 points. 4 whole points for Rebecca for the 4th round.
I scored 10 points.
Oh my gosh, Tom, amazing. Kai, what did you get?
14.
14 points.
I suck.
Lachlan, I don't even want to know.
I got
14.
14-7. Oh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, in last place, Tom with 71 points. In third place, Beck with 75. In second, Kai with 77. And Lachlan with 99.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck you, you loser. Couldn't even break 100. Do better next time.
Dude, just the fact that Kai's like, oh, focus on this second. This game, I'm just having such a bad game. You guys suck. This game sucks. Second.
So what you're saying is the psychological warfare worked.
Yeah.
So we will have a lot to talk about, a lot to consider when we review this. Thank you so much for watching. We have been Nerds of the West. We have a Rebecca.
Hello.
We have a Kai.
Scarab, man walking sideways, flock of birds.
A Lachlan.
Backsheesh.
My name is Tom, and we'll catch you next time.
Goodbye.
I need a drink.
Oh yeah, we did a break. We did a movie.
I need to cool down because I've learned I fucking
Speak
hate this
it.
game.
I know my water bottle. Did I bring my water bottle in or is it in the car?
I don't know. That was good though. Beck, it was funny.
Oh man.
Don't talk to me. Don't touch me.
That was...
Because actually,
brutal.
the thing that I am now wondering why there isn't a rule about it is the piles.
What about
Why is there no rule about restacking the piles?
There is a rule about restacking the
I
pile.
can't find it.
It is on the thing about refilling the quarry,
Right.
which is
Set up.
a little bit further.
Big old pork belly.
Choose and place a domino.
You're just
Must.
watching reels on the stream.
No, I'm checking the
Domino placement
comments I made.
rules. Important from the second stage. All dominoes are considered connected. Mark the domino must if you can. Resurface a block.
Yeah, I think it's at the bottom of that. page.
Replenish the quarry must. Replenish the empty quarry
yeah.
space with
Go on.
one of the 2 dominoes directly
Thanks.
above it. Player chooses the middle domino of the quarry. Yep.
I'm gonna start move around and get my legs moving a moment.
Well, there you go. Pyramids, baby.
Pyramids. Oh.
Take the bottom half of
Pyramidos.
another pile to replenish it with new dominoes.
Yeah, so there always has to be 4 so that you've got 2 to pick from when you're
Yeah, so
replenishing.
I'll stay and talk to chat while we're having this.
So I guess it's the idea is to take from the bottom so that you don't know what you're then stacking the next pile with.
My issue is that it's an arbitrary bottom. So whoever chooses to restack it can go, let's go with that one because I think it's got, I don't think any of the bottom of the piles would have helped me. And the hate draft certainly didn't. I did play my game wrong at the end of the day because what I should have done is actually left it. So one of my last ones would have been one of the colors I was working with.
Yeah.
And I kind of did it with the green.
Yeah.
But if my green was my last one,
Yeah.
then all of a sudden
So that's kind of the decision that
I
I made during the second round when I was playing out my
Right.
resurfacing was to make sure that the one that I had left was one that was going to be something that like I was building. So once I realized
I
that
had
the
to
cap
use them.
was all I had left, that's when I went hard into cats because I realized that's what I was going to have.
Yeah,
Because I couldn't get yellow or cats, I had to use my tiles to try and pivot into something else.
Yeah.
So like it goes both ways. If you're lucky, it lets you score everything. If not,
Yeah. Well, yeah, the big thing that I did, which I'll repeat in the review, but was this play here in the second move where the greens were so far away from each other. But then if I placed it like that, I had to do this just so that I could even put the cat down. Because if I didn't resurface, I wasn't putting the cat token down at all that round. And having more tokens down each round is way worth it as opposed to trying to like stockpile on one.
yeah, I feel like there's a few.
That's what I kind of realized in the second one, but really came to fruition in the third round. I was like, I should have been playing more colors.
Yeah.
Having empty spaces don't work for you, but still having stuff out is points.
And I was also real cutthroat with not using unks. I was like, at this point, unks are nowhere to be. Like, I don't want anything to do with them.
It's almost like.
Like
I wasn't general enough. I kind of kept it, like I kind of had onks here, but because I didn't make it fit in here and I went for the points here, it meant that onks couldn't come in for me. Or I did consider the reds as well. If I'd had reds, I would have at least had a more respectable score for the last round. But
I feel like the more options you have on the outside from the first round lets you then go in a direction in the second and third round.
Yeah. So the real question is when stream ends, do we want to play this again?
I don't have time today, but
yeah, we got to take photos and other stuff today. But
no, it's fine. All right, well let's review it because I'm putting it down the bottom.
Talking.
No, you enjoyed the puzzle the whole way through.
No, it's fine.
Hello, we're Nerds of the West, and today we are giving you our thoughts on Pyramido so you can try and decide, get a little bit of an idea if the game might be right for you. When we review games here, we are talking about not an objective score of 1 to 10. We place things on our Nerds of the West ranking list, which we'll do at the end. This lets us rank games based on what we would rather play, taking into account playtime, table space, whether we enjoy the game, whether the game is good at what it tries to do, all the little intangibles that come to board games. And we, the people that are going to be talking about this, we have a Rebecca.
Hi.
We have a Kai.
Walk like an Egyptian.
We have a Lachlan.
Scarabs are kind of cool.
My name is Tom. Kai, can you give us a brief overview of what this game is and what you're trying to do, how you might win?
Pyramido is a tile laying game where you are trying to get groups of scoring icons joined together by their colors over the course of several rounds, building a 3-dimensional pyramid so that you can see and score tiles you placed in earlier rounds later in the game. So it's a tile laying game where you have to be thinking several rounds in advance and trying to set yourself up for the future.
The major thing to know is that the 3D-ness connects. Your levels going upwards mean that you can connect multiple rounds of scoring into one big scoring later on. I'm going to start, we haven't done this for a while, but I'm going to start with the art because this is a very visually striking game. But I said at one point in our playthrough, I love the little cross-hatching, crisscrossy, stony cut bits that they've done, not only because it looks cool and the tiles do look like stone, but also it's really visually satisfying and really visually easy to see and delineate where the different tiles are. This game could have been a mess. Like, to try and see where different things line up and where your scoring is. That lined up, perfect, everything's separated. I love it.
Honestly, it's super simple, which is great. Like, it's really simple. I think the color choices were, like, definitive enough. The browns and the reds are probably a little bit close, and there's 2 blues. But I don't know what else you would do color-wise to separate them, but they're super vibrant. So the blue is very dark blue, the teal is quite light, the brown is brown, and the red is like super red. So it's really easy to distinguish the colors, even if you do have some similarities.
Yeah, I don't know how, I don't know how it would read with color blindness, especially, I know the green and red, if you had a tile that didn't have, because they've all got their own symbols that link to colors, but some tiles don't have symbols. So I was just thinking the tiles that don't have symbols, I wonder how readable they would be.
Yeah, they're probably not, especially when it comes to color blindness, because there are definitely like blank ones in here.
Yeah, because a lot of other games will do patterns specific to the colors. So it's like if you can't see colors, you can see patterns.
Yeah, I mean, that would have made things very kind of noisy, but that was just a thought that crossed my mind. I do think it looks good. I like all the symbols. I like the art style.
Even if it was just like a faded symbol of the one that it's supposed to be, but it's not actually like
on each space, and it's just faded on all four.
Yeah.
I really like the little score tokens.
Yeah, the little jewels
that
that
are,
you place out.
the cat, the mast, scarab, the lotus, the eye, and the ankh. They're all custom. They all look really nice.
They're made of wood. They're not plastic.
They're one of the coolest little wooden tokens we've seen in the game. This Eye of Horus is phenomenal. The scarab is really cool. The sphinx is awesome. The helmet is all right, and the lotus is nice, but it doesn't have the cutouts on it.
Yeah.
And the ankh is just cool as well. But that's because they've got cutouts in them, which make them a little bit more intriguing. Which kind of sucks that these two didn't have it.
Yeah.
Gameplay-wise, there's a lot to unpack as you start to plan yourself for the future. But the one little bit of scoring that makes everything just that little twist, your lowest scoring area scores twice. So if you can have, you keep your options open for what you want to score in the future, but also have only a few things you score, like Beck had around where she doubled like an 8 or something.
Doubled.
I think it was an 8. It was an 8?
Doubled 6.
Yeah.
Which can be as much as scoring 2 other places. However, you then leave yourself at the mercy of what tiles come out. We went into this thinking it would be a very casual tile laying, get some colors together. The second you are considering what tiles to put out for the next person to choose, this game is, I hate swearing in reviews, this game becomes a shit fight. Like, you are slinging words back and forth as you're like, nah, you cannot have that tile.
Yeah,
like ever.
Cut in the end of the stream here because I'm never speaking to Lachlan again.
And it does become more brutal as the game goes on because each round you are laying fewer tiles until at the very end you're playing a single tile in the last round.
One tile.
Which could be, the biggest scoring play of the game. And if, like Beck, the 3 tiles that are left for you don't suit, that's it. Like, that's a round in the bin, more or less.
That also comes into your playing and your forward planning, and if you keep your resurfacing for the end.
Yeah, so resurfacing tiles we haven't touched on. Resurfacing tiles.
Resurfacing tiles, you have 3 of them. They're double-sided, and they allow you to convert one of your tile spaces into another color, and it gives you a symbol, which it has a few different benefits, and that's connecting other tiles of the same color together, but also it allows for double scoring in that round, because when you place a domino down, if you can, you have to put a symbol down on top of that tile, but then after that you have the option of putting a resurfacing down and then putting a symbol on it. So you can put 2 of your little jewels down in a round from the one tile, which is super beneficial because then you're going to score 2 colors and not have to wait for that color to come around again and hope that it matches up.
Yeah, the double edge of it lets you connect up the things you want to connect and hopefully get some levels coming in, and then scoring double. Like it both saves you if you get stuck with tiles that you don't want and enables higher scoring opportunities, which is
and
huge.
just more strategic plays of connecting things in interesting ways.
It's definitely balancing out because they can be worth scoring 2 things, 2 big scoring areas early on, or scoring 1, guaranteeing you 1 later in the game, which I think is a very interesting balance for those.
Yeah, but you've only got 3. And they're
double-sided.
They're double-sided, so if you use your scarab, then you can't use your ankh. And so you have to sort of plan around that as well, of being like, well, I really might need to use my ankh later, but if you've used it for your scarab, you have to be really picky and choosy about which ones you left, which kind of caught Beck out at the end, where she had not used her resurfacing and she had held on to them till the late game to maximize the efficiency and use of them, but then the one that she had saved was saved because she didn't need it at any other time.
Yeah. If I had used it earlier in the game, I may have been able to look at the last like if I'd used, say, this one earlier in the game and then kept with my green game so that this one was my last one, but it still benefited me in some way, then at the end of the game, I could have gone like that. And I possibly, maybe potentially wouldn't have, well, no, I wouldn't have won because this would have double scored. But the point is that I would have been in a much different position if I'd known going into the last round I had something that could help me score more points.
Yeah, the edge of what direction you go in and trying to set yourself up for the future, but having the options to save yourself. There is a lot more to consider than I thought when I first read the rulebook.
Yeah.
Beck specifically, but everyone in general. As much as we're talking about you place out the tiles that you want to stop other people, there is always going to be an element of RNG. How did you find that part of it?
So one of the rules, like there's a rule in there that I'm like, I think it needs to be rewritten or redefined in some way. And I don't know what stage of development this game is in.
Finished, released, done.
Finished, released, and done. It's the stacks remaining behind. Because the general rule is if you deplete a stack, you take the bottom half of another stack and that replaces what's left. The issue I have with it is, I know kind of at the end what's going to happen is there's only going to be a certain number of, certain kind of tiles left behind, like, for instance, yellows and browns. But the issue is that, I don't know, I just feel like there should be a less arbitrary way or less RNG way to do it. Like you take half of...
The only way that I would suggest to improve it, it's not necessarily going to fix it, but to improve it would be to have in your stack, have them all upside down, but then the top one is face up, so you can only see what the next one is.
Yeah.
And then you put that down, and then you can flip it, because you do get a glimpse when they're stacked. You do get a little bit... You can kind of see a little bit of green in that pile. You can... And it's hard, you can't really plan for it, but I think that'd be the best way, that if you have to move stacks, then you never see anything else.
I can just say that from, I was like, cool, I'm going to do these two colors. I thought that'd be a good strategy. But then those two colors never came out for me again. So I had to use and not just from the choices other people made, those tiles just weren't appearing. So I had to use my resurfacing tiles to try and pivot towards something else.
Yeah.
And then those tiles didn't come out for me. Like there is a I think, I'm not trying to sound like I'm complaining. There is a healthy amount of RNG here that leaves options available for everyone, but it means that the best strategy I can see so far is have as many options as you can in the first two rounds. So
that's what I had a similar idea of Tom, was to try and do one particular color, because I went with the masks earlier, then I tried to do sphinxes, but then Tom was getting all the sphinxes, and I was like, I can't do unks because Kai is like 3 turns ahead of me. By the time that anything comes around, Tom's going to take him, Kai's going to take him. So I just thought, what if I maximize my minimum? So therefore, I've got
hang on, let's wind that back, because I'm the one that mentioned that rule at the end of the first round. I was like, don't forget to max your min.
Yes.
Well, yes, but I guess I didn't mention it, but that's definitely what I was trying to do. And not having a 2s, because we did discuss it in the first round of having like a 2 scoring tile versus like a 3 scoring section, and then minimize, because then you've got, say, 4 of a symbol, then you can pivot into something else. 4 is like a good balance of what your other symbol should be, as opposed to trying to blow it out and make it a 5 or a 7, and that's setting that expectation when you're building.
The main thing I can see is I have the least amount of symbols around the outside of the base of my pyramid out of everyone at the table, which meant I had the least options to connect things up later on. I think having a lower scoring first round is okay if you can launch yourself for the future.
Yeah, 100%.
Which is a really, really interesting way to play a game.
Yeah, I mean, I had that discussion early on laying this tile, whether it was worth getting an extra point by laying it one way immediately, or laying it so that the symbols were on the outside for me to then have them accessible to me later in the game. On the topic of the RNG, I think it's fine. Like, that's just the game that it is. Like, if you would take away the RNG, I don't know how you would. Like, that kind of is the game, right?
Yeah.
And if you prefer, like, Euros, then that's a whole different discussion. I do think that there is enough manipulation of the tiles by the players to make it less about RNG and more about the player interaction if you're playing with a group like ours, where you are looking at, okay, what am I picking, not just based on what I want, but what Lachlan wants, because he gets to pick next. And even if I'm guaranteeing myself I need this tile desperately because I've got 2 piles to choose from to replenish it, again, if I go, oh no, Lachlan really wants the scarabs, again, it's now less RNG for Lachlan and more about me manipulating the tiles. So I think it is a good balance between, I mean, yes, there were times when just no unks were coming out, and that just sucked because that's what I wanted, but, you know, there it was. But there was also times when unks were available, but the other players were keeping them from me because they knew that I wanted them. So I think there's a good balance there between the way that it forces you to pick what you're replenishing.
I think it'd be interesting to see it in 3 players as opposed to 4, because anything that Kai put down or anything I picked, like, it wasn't necessarily, you couldn't set yourself up. You're at the mercy of everyone else. But if you're playing this in a casual game, you can still have the puzzle and build it up and have a good time. But then we played super competitively, which also made it a different type of game and really enjoyable in that sense that we were hate drafting to a sense, and we were making sure that certain tiles weren't coming down, especially with the unks. We were trying to keep them away from you two, and then Beck had quite a few as well.
Which to turn a casual game into that level of spiciness,
which is
I enjoy.
Yeah.
But
so it can be played in either avenue. It can be played as a casual game, or you can still have the enjoyment of that cutthroat. And it's simple enough that you could just go again.
Just really depends on your group.
Yeah. Let's rank it on the board. Let's talk about how often we would want to pull it out, where and what other games we might play over this. As I said, this is our Nerds of the Rest ranking list. We rank games just considering what we would prefer to play. For me, this is a tough one, because I know in our group we're always going to play it super spicy. I think this game can be played quickly, can be played casually. There's a decent amount of math. But personally, I would play Space-Based Manchester and Mysterium Park over this. I prefer the maths of Space-Based. I prefer the casualness of Manchester and Mysterium Park, and they're that little bit quicker than this. This game is solid. This far down the list doesn't necessarily mean that this is a bad game. It's just, in my mind, it's that little bit too long and a little bit too crunchy for what I want out of this kind of game. If I'm going to be honest, if I'm going to play something like this, as much as this is cool with the forward planning, I'm going to play King Domino. This doesn't beat King Domino for me.
It's funny you say that, because this beats King Domino by a country mile for me. King Domino is overrated. I already said that in our last year's reviewing stream. I think this is King Domino improved in every facet. Every facet.
King Domino is one of my favorite games, and this has replaced King Domino for me. And it's because, as much as the RNG screwed me, it's because of the RNG. Like, I thought about it for a minute. Like, King Domino has, like, the number system on the back where the more valuable tiles are numbered so that they sit further in the list. And it has, like, a pretty fair way, I think, to, you know, evenly place out tiles for people to select. But, like, all I need is just a more fair way to distribute the piles, even if it's, like, leave the top one, take the rest, shuffle them, and then redistribute the piles. But, no, I think this is better than King Domino.
So where would you put it on the list?
Well, I was going to say Kai should go first, because he's the
I
one
would
that...
put it above Mysterium Park, under Ark Nova.
Yeah, my logic is the same, and it's basically just because there are certain parts of Space-Based, like Space-Based as a physical board game is too messy for me to want to pull it out. Mysterium Park, it's too easy to get really salty with people's decision-making. Like...
Just like this game.
Yeah, like this game, but even then it's like, you know, I probably am still going to speak to Lachlan at a later date, even though he screwed me around.
6 months from now.
Mysterium Park has you literally question people's intelligence. So I'd prefer to play something like this over that.
Yeah. Lachlan?
I am going to agree with Kai and Beck, and I really enjoyed King Domino when Tom, Reese, and I played it, and we played the over 3 rounds to, like, solidify it. The RNG in that game hurt way more than it did in this game. The RNG in this game, it was still fun to make the pyramid, and it was a much more enjoyable puzzle than what King Domino was. In terms of it's just dominoes and King Domino's just dominoes, this was more enjoyable to place dominoes than King Domino was. So I don't know how many more pizza orders I can get in that review, but that was, I think I enjoyed it, and visually, thematically, enjoyed it more than the medieval setting of King Domino, and I would say under Arc Nova as well.
So that's why we've ranked it. Let us know your thoughts down below. Any final thoughts from everyone here before we send it off?
I think we covered a lot of things.
Yes,
I think we covered.
I'm just gonna say, like, we got sent the playmats, I'm pretty sure, because
Yeah.
we have these.
Yeah.
I do like that. Like, the playmats actually make this a much bigger game than it really is.
Yes.
Because we did not take up this much space.
And the playmats are not available commercially
As far
Right.
as we know.
in retail, as far as we are aware thus far. So
Yeah.
don't factor that into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
dare say they would be better without them, because then, like, the certain colors sort of make it hard. I don't know if it was at the start when we were placing things down, it was hard to differentiate the tiles from the actual mat. The mats are nice, and if you're playing on a wooden table or you don't have a play mat, sick, great. We're playing on a blue play mat anyway, so it would have been easier to see what we're placing down.
I think, it's important not to judge it based on these at all. Like, I think these are very nice, and they do add to the theme quite a bit, but
Yeah, if it's not something that's available to people.
it makes it a lot easier to consider pulling out when you take this away, because all of a sudden you don't need a space that's like this big just to have two players. You only need a space
Yeah.
that's like this big. So
Yeah, takes up very little room.
yeah, like the
overall.
playmats are very nice, like 100%. They're gorgeous. It's just, it makes the game feel bigger than it actually needs to be.
Yeah. We have been Nerds West. That is our thoughts on Pyramido. Let us know if you are going to check it out. As we said, we've done a how to play and a playthrough of it as well. So if you're keen to see how they go and watch those. We do this live every single week, Saturday at 9 a.m. Australian Western Standard Time, at least for the foreseeable future. We change it up every year or so, but we are live every single week. You can catch us for some board gaming action. We've been back.
Hello.
Lachlan,
I've got nothing.
Kai,
Mummy.
my name is Tom, and we'll catch you next time. We got rated. We had people asking how we are. We try and keep it on topic for the review while we're doing the review. Thank you so much for the raid cardboard on the top. How are you guys going? Are you guys playing board games today? And Vince Ledoux, if you are still around, we're doing good, man. This was a fun game.
Cardboard on tap. Not
Now,
on
what are you
top.
talking about? I can't read.
Yeah.
Cardboard on tap.
you
I
guys-
need to bring my glasses.
How are we guys doing? We're doing good. I'm coming down from the end of that game.
That was good though. I like the visualization of having to connect the different layers. That was really cool.
It was a little frustrating on the second round just because my brain don't work like that. It was hard to see how many things I was using here going in one. Like, it became easier, obviously, using less tiles, for sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, Kai, you're right, because there are some that don't have anything on it if you're not proficient. It's also because, like, the shading on this is different to the shading on that, I'm fairly sure. Like, if you are colorblind in any way, like, distinguishing between those two might actually prove to be very difficult.
I did not hate the 5x4 either. I
No.
thought
Yeah.
that was going to bug me way more, but the 5x4 was fine.
Well, I mean, unless the whole game would have to be different because they would have to be squares, right, to make it a square pyramid.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the final tile, because it's in the
It
shape
would-
of a domino.
Yep.
Yeah, it wouldn't be one final tile, it would be two final tiles.
Honestly, by the second round, I was like, this is better than King Domino. This is so much better than King Domino.
Yeah,
I
again,
just like the simplicity of King Domino.
I
Again-
don't like about King Domino, though, we're talking about the RNG in this, but
RNG
you
is
always
worse.
have 3 tiles to pick from. Whereas in King Domino, depending on how you play, you just get shafted. And it's like, guess what tile you have to pick from? You have 1 tile. Your next turn, guess how many you got 1 tile to
Yeah,
pick from.
'cause you need
Guess what?
to-
Now you got 1
you
tile
need
to pick
to
from.
place
So it's
it-
like, what?
you either need to place it against something that already exists, or you need to place it against your castle, where if you don't have anything, you pick it up and you go, I can't use this, and you have to chuck it.
Yeah. Like, I had a really, really fun time playing King Domino when we played it on stream, and we ranked it pretty high because it was super great. We played 3 rounds, so even if you have a bad round, you're kind of averaging it out.
Like, it's fine. But I never really understood why you guys rated it so highly if you did. But,
I don't. Maybe you need to play again with the variation of like trying to get the
yeah.
average score over 3 rounds.
But if Kai is saying he doesn't like the cutthroat nature of you get shafted with 1 tile, it gets worse.
I mean,
yeah.
I think
And
you
that's seen that
needed. I
just
think you needed to be
snowballing.
me for that last round then, because
Yeah.
I was incredibly angry.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
But at least you had 3 options, right? Like, and yes, none of them worked for you, but there was a bigger chance of 3 options working for you than 1.
but
Like, if the game worked in such a way that there's 4 players, so every round there are 4 tiles, and you were last,
Like,
you only had 1 tile to pick
I
from.
have to just admit that I screwed myself. Like, I played it too niche from the beginning. I should have Like I did try and do like reds and yellows, and I did blues and greens. It's just I couldn't make the reds and yellows work, so I didn't try because you guys were all on reds and yellows.
Yeah.
So I stuck with blues and greens because you guys were ignoring them largely, and then that came around and bit me in the ass right at the end. Like
I'm
it's
very
the fact
leave
I
it set up
went.
for now.
It's the fact I
I'll
went
just leave those
from.
tiles around somewhere.
It's the fact that I went from being like first and second to coming third,
But-
just because my last round didn't score me any more than 4 points.
But you like enjoyed the puzzle up to that point, and it just kind of tapered off. And if you planned a bit better, and the next
You'll know
time
for
you
next
will,
time, yeah.
next time that won't be a problem.
Yeah, except the problem is for me to cement it, I'd need to play it again like in the next hour or so, and everybody's leaving after that. So
Play 2-player.
Yeah, we'll see how we go. Next week, we got Magic. Magic's gonna be fun.
On a Saturday?
Commander. Oh, I just said next
Friday.
week. I didn't say next Saturday. Next Saturday, we have a two-player Kickstarter preview for you. A locally designed here in Perth game that we were supposed to take photos of today because we were supposed to be here, but then we're not going to have people, so it's going to be fine. We'll do it next week. We'll get an extra person in, and yeah, it's going to be cool. A little two-player strategy game. Throw some cards and numbers at each other. It's called Age of Eon. The Kickstarter is live the Tuesday after next Saturday.
I do rate that game actually. I've played it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Little
very
sneak peek for you there.
Yeah,
very-
tune in, watch and play it. I
very
think it's
fun
good.
time.
Nice.
Someone should go and stream. My brain stopped working.
All right, we're
can see
going
it.
now. Go
Thank you for
on.
watching. Thank you for hanging out.
Thank you very much.
This was a fun time. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you next Friday and Saturday for more tabletop gaming, cardboard dumping.